was we befriended. Yeah, he's not really friendly anymore because we stopped feeding him, and you and taking care of him.
Yeah, he's just taking care of himself. All right.
All right.
Let's get started. So last time on a series of Wonders events, you guys entered Vandalen, like we last did, and slay a bunch of red brands, and now you're in their cave. And after one night of resting, you're back in full health. Now you're ready to kill more red brands, and you actually finish 4 that seems to be gambling in the first place, and now the combat's over. Well, what do you guys like to do?
Just to check, we are recording.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Just reminding you.
Yeah, that is why I was like, all right, let's get started. Yeah, because I always forgot to record the last time thing. It's a good reminder. So
so we've set a trap here, hence the
Yes.
green.
yes,
I'm green again.
and the bridge is broken, so no one can escape from that end, which is good news.
Did we break both bridges?
No, only the one over here, because with the red
with
mark.
the X.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's fragile.
Didn't we say we were gonna take a long rest or something?
I
We
thought
did.
you guys did
we took a nap
before
instead.
you enter the room where a bunch of red brands are gambling.
Oh right, we climbed down here
Yes.
and had a rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
What now?
I say we move the mage
Mhm.
here with the explicit instructions to blow shit up as soon as he sees something with all of his spell slots.
Depends. You might surprise him. You never know.
We should do a wizard duel.
Is this a door right here?
Oh yes,
There's another room we haven't gone into.
a whole section of room.
So, I'm gonna start marching up to here since we've all split up by this door.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ready my shield and all that. Ready for combat because
Okay.
you never know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the card table for monies.
Okay. Nice way to approach the loot. And you found.
Rip the room!
Yeah. You found. Hold on a sec. There's like a small pile of gold that's about like 15 gold pieces. And there's a
Okay.
gold. Interesting enough, there's a golden dice set, which the 20, they have a d20. The side of the 20 is attached with a tiny ruby on it.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's mine forever.
I'm gonna put in your common loot. So you each get, if you're distributing the gold piece, it's 3 gold piece each because you have 5 people. So yeah. And your as you can see in the loot section, you each should have 23 gold pieces on you, like each person.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes.
Random 10 gold pieces from something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, because I distributed the first contract
Yes.
and then
And
fill
then
the second one later.
Sildar gave you guys the 50 gold piece he promised, since you guys deliver him to the town. Yep.
Don't forget, Hamura still has a dead body in the bag of holding.
Yes.
Very
Alright.
true.
So, as you guys are setting up, Rivani's like looking around curiously, like just waiting for you guys to make a move or anything. She's quite ready to begin. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I guess we should go towards the the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal.
Yes.
Wait, I guess we should go to the wizard. Let's go.
I'm gonna ask for the keys. I don't know who has them anymore.
Rainy has the keys, I believe. So she's.
I asked for the keys from
sure.
from Annie.
Anything. And
I'll go in first.
Yeah. She hand over the key to you, and so you're gonna unlock the door.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and unlock the door.
So I'll move to here, and I'm gonna recast shield on myself. Shield of Faith.
Okay. Let's see. Entering the room. So, as you approach the room, you see the door's unlocked. You see.
Attack the table!
No, definitely not. This room appears to be a wizard's workshop. A rat scurries across the floor and takes refuge under a large work table set up with alchemy stuff like herbs and like distillation coils and other like devices. All of it's stewing and bubbling away. Bookshelves are crowded with sheaves of parchment and strange-looking tomes. So, you see this dude, Squeak, and hurries in, like hiding in the back of the table.
Have we seen animals here before? Like in this cave?
Really. Like, you get this feeling the rat seems to be with a certain degree of intelligence. Like, he looks oddly sentient, as a matter of speaking.
Can we insight check the rat?
You can, indeed. Go ahead. Roll for insight check. That's a pretty nice insight. And you found that the rat definitely knows to tell the difference between friends and foes, and yeah.
I look to Suits, and I'm like, punch. Pointing the cat to the mouse.
Does it look like it could potentially be like a familiar or something like that?
Roll for Arcana check.
Arcana.
I don't have Arcana or anything that would help me here, so
you're certain that this is definitely the wizard's familiar. And as of this moment, you heard something fumbling on the far end where you think you set up the traps, like this, the secret door. You heard a what are these? I don't recall putting them there. You heard a loud shouting. Yep.
Surprise!
Let's go.
Yep.
I'm going in.
Forward.
Okay. So you all rush in, right?
Yep.
Charge in and try. To open the
I'm gonna. Do I still see the rat? Or
yeah, the rat is over there. It's like hiding right now, so it's not doing anything to you.
As long as that rat's there, he can see us if he wanted to.
How much damage if you were to eat it? Out of curiosity, just how would the DM roll that?
I don't know. Yeah, DM. What would be?
What was the question again? Hold on.
If I try and eat the rat.
Well, you have to capture it first. You have to waste the time to capture it and then try to eat it. Like, I mean, familiars are not that strong. Like,
I'll just cast my toll the dead on it real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand ready to try to catch it if it comes towards me.
Okay.
Close the door.
And I'm gonna assume that a rat does not have great
he
wisdom.
instantly dies, like, and just
Okay, good.
into a puff of smoke. You get this feeling that he can summon it back anytime you want. But
Yeah. Just
as you guys are doing that, sadly, you heard the noise like going out, which you assume like the wizard from whatever this room is, it's gone by now.
like he's out probably in the cavern, maybe.
Maybe you
Yeah,
don't know.
gonna start strafing out that
but
Can
way.
I
judging by
like
the sound,
sprint?
he definitely get past those.
Can I sprint over to like to the cavern real quick?
Right on his heels.
Let's see how far you can run. You can definitely run to here. Like, with your feline agility, I will say you can run to here. This spot.
We're not seeing anything. I think you're on the wrong layer.
Huh, that's weird. Okay, you can run.
Think it up.
Like, definitely run
Okay.
here. Yeah, and you managed to see this wizard just in time, like because of Salt's feature, racial feature, so he will be the only one who's fast enough to see the wizard.
I can like what move, dash, right? Because
Yeah.
it's.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Can I
with
make
your
it out
rogue,
as well?
yes, with your rogue ability, yes. Sorry. So both
Can I
of
get any
you will be
close?
able to see the wizard.
Also, I realized with feline agility,
Mhm.
I double my speed without doing anything. And if I dash, I think that actually goes up to like 120.
120. Yeah.
So I can literally move anywhere if I wanted to.
Within one turn. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you see a short, dark-bearded human male. Like, he looks like, with a weird gesture of like trying to pose a nobility kind of sort. Like, he's trying really hard to give out this vibe of being someone important. But yeah.
I look to Hamura and I'm like, freaking kids these days running off. Like,
You don't
half
know.
cocked.
Can I yell over and say that he's over here?
And now you enter combat. Roll for initiative. Roll for initiative.
I did the thing.
Okay.
Oh, I never finished my spell list. No.
Click on my spell.
And
There we
before
go.
everything starts, he's gonna try to talk to you guys, actually. He says, "My good guests, apologies for the rough condition of my housing and not being able to provide suitable entertainment for your sudden arrival. However, this kind of intrusion is both inappropriate and unnecessary. I believe we can reach a common ground and resolve this matter in a peaceful way." What would you guys like to do?
I'm too far away to hear that, so
Yes, only Tally and Sots hear this.
What do you think?
My
Roll
eyebrow
it.
arches so hard it goes to the moon.
Just
Like-
run. Just kill it.
Yeah. I didn't see any.
I mean, the current circumstances of which why he is here, I can't imagine is any good. With bandits,
No, God,
with slaves,
those
with an heartache.
ruffians? Nothing more than an instrument to better assist my studies. As for those unfortunate events, I can guarantee those were not of my command. You see, I'm a scholar, a student of arcane, who devotes his time on a higher purpose. In short, I do not seek for trouble, but rather a quiet environment to continue my study. I believe we can all part our ways without further bloodshed. Like,
Insight check.
Yeah.
Inside. Oh yeah, inside.
roll for
Like,
insight check.
like a
Yeah.
scene.
Inside check. And if the rest of the group is moving towards their location, now will be the time they reach where they can see glass there. Yep.
I want to unlock the door instead of moving.
You want to unlock the door?
Yeah.
Okay. So you unlock. Do you wish to open it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you
Drag
unlock
it.
the door, and you see the wall of this bed chamber are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. Scarlet cloth. The furnishings include a small writing desk with a matching chair, a comfortable-looking bed, and a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. So yeah. But
Is
right
this-
now it's empty.
Is it? Did he leave that open?
He does actually. You can actually see there's a doorway like open.
So
a
can I-
similar design to the ruin secret door you guys see, like a door frame. Yeah, with the ruin still like in shimmering lights.
So can I approach this area here?
Yes, but that if that's the case, that will be the furthest you can go because like I said, you guys set up traps here, and
Yeah, I know.
even though he managed to kind of escape them, they're still piled up there, so you won't be fast enough to reach him here. So yeah, that will be the furthest where you can go. So Hamura and Ravani are here, gonna move towards here. So
Was there? It was. What did I get on the insight?
oh yeah, sorry about that.
What he said.
All right. So you get this sense of feeling that even though he's posing to be like a gentle and like courteous manner, like and addressing those like events as like minor minor stuff, you get the sense of feeling that he's just as bad and arrogant as the red brands you met, and he will say anything to save his skin in this circumstance. He's not trying to like run at this point though. With your insight check, he's clearly wants to talk his way out of this. Just saying. Yeah.
We shall kill him.
Upon hearing this, he says, "Now you leave me no choice but to protect myself. I'm sad I have to send you guys and ladies on your way. May the Lord of the Dead be treat your souls with just."
Oh,
My ears perk
suck
up
it.
with that.
Ugh.
And the combat begins now. So yeah, negotiations is out of the window. So yeah, Tali, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
Is Agamemnon?
Okay, dagger thrown, and that's a hit. So yeah, that will be 4 points of damage. Not really that high, but yeah, you managed to cut his kind of forearms of his right hand. So there's a small gash of wounds, but that's better.
More an inconvenience than anything. And then a
But
swing
the
and a
second
miss.
one fails, so the other dagger just swoops past his hair. So he's like, "Not gonna hit me again.
Ay.
Not with that aim."
Can't.
Yep. And now,
Yeah.
would you like to move forward?
Duck
you
back
can still
in
move.
here. Yeah.
I will say if any of you guys are like wish to jump over, that's gonna cost all of your movement, and you'll have to make an acrobatics check.
Tali can make it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
Tali
have
moves
to.
back.
But I'm
that will
not
be
gonna walk
the-
right up to him and get blasted.
Yeah, that will be the end of her turn, and now it's Sot's turn. Sot, what would you like to do? You know what? I'm just gonna call you Suits from now on. Like, Sot
Suits.
seems a little bit
Suits.
weird. Yeah, because
I mean, that's what I've been saying for like
yeah,
most sessions.
yeah.
I'm going to.
I'll say, since you have feline agility, I'll say if you wish to jump over, the acrobatics check you're gonna make is gonna have advantage, but that will
Okay.
be all of your movement, like everything. Yep.
All right. I'm going to, for the first time ever, well, actually, the first time in a long time, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at him.
Okay. Nice.
I
Roll
think I'm
for
within.
attack.
Right? That's within 30 feet, right? Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
of course.
Oh, please.
It's definitely a hit. So you
All
see
right.
like purplish, sparkling like bolts just stream out from Suit's hands, and like just strike Glassstaff with a huge shock. Like he's like,
Right.
"Urgh!"
And I keep the tether.
Yeah,
the
and
tether.
roll for damage.
Oh, please. What? Why is it rolling?
Because you roll
Oh, it's rolling a crit.
the advantage. It's not a crit, so he receives 10 points of damage. You see him staggered back a little by the sheer force, and it's really powerful. And he seems gravely wounded at this point. And
I'm going to-
yeah, I guess that'll be the end of your turn, because I believe if you cast Witch Bolt, you can break the connection. Right?
I can. Well, I'll be concentrating on it, and I have to still be able to see him.
So you won't be able.
Would I be able to use my movement to jump across at
No,
least?
you won't be able to, because you have to focus on because you cast the Witch Bolt first. So I'll say you have to focus on holding the Witch Bolt. So
Okay.
that will be a no.
All right,
That's why I'm.
then that's my turn.
Okay. That will be the end of Suit's turn. Sorry. Now it's actually Glassstaff's turn. Glassstaff, upon like taking this severe damage, he's gonna try something. So first, he's gonna wave his staff, and you see like, you get the feeling why he gets his nickname. The staff he's holding is made of like kind of like a mixture of blue crystals as well as glass, with a like sparkling on top of it. So yeah, he raises his staff, and a blue gentle light emerged from the staff, and he seems to be having more illusional shield that swirls around him. Yeah, so game turn he gets extra ACs.
Oh, do I recognize what he's casting?
Roll for Arcana check, actually.
Even if it's potentially a spell that I have?
It's mage armor, definitely. Because
Alright.
magic items might function differently, though. Yeah, the spell stored in it might be the same. It might present itself in a different way.
Okay.
So yeah, and next thing he's gonna do, he disappears right in front of your eyes. Poof. Yep.
We still see him.
It's over here. And reappears at the far end of the cavern. And he's trying to move away from you, actually. Let's see what he can do.
Is Witch Bolt sustained, Bill?
Yeah,
even when he
but
does
that
that?
will be the end of your turn, I believe. Which bolt?
It's a concentration up for a minute.
Yeah, like hold on, let me check something. Which bolt? Do you have it on you?
On a hit, it takes 1d12
Yeah.
lightning damage on each turn. On either if
Like
you're
each turn, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
The
the
spell ends. Also, the spell ends if you use your action to do anything else.
Yeah,
The
if
spell
if
ends if the target ever moves outside the spell's range, or if it has total cover from.
Yeah. So when he disappears and reappears, the bolt actually lost its like target.
Okay.
Yeah. You can try to roll for Arcana check to see what he cast to make himself disappear. If you wish to. Okay.
Why not?
Level
You
1.
recognize it as Misty Step, a second level spell that allows you to teleport, like briefly.
Okay.
Yeah. And he tries to move away. That's the furthest he can go. Yep, over here. And he kind of yells, "You ignorant! Have you all been killed by these intruders? Just come and take care of these guys." For God's sake. He kind of drops his act as being gentle and polite. And that will be the end of his turn. And now it's Viking's turn. You heard yelling, you heard talking, you don't know what's going on. What would you like to do?
Can I grab my spears from here
Yes, you can.
and then walk up?
Yep. So you can easily walk up to here with 30 feet of your movement. It's easy.
And then I'm gonna ready one of my. Sorry, I thought I had my PHB here. One of my abilities, Wrathful Strike. I don't know if that's a melee only ability or if I could do that with a ranged weapon. Anyone know?
Wrathful Strike.
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I just got it. Has it? Wrathful Strike.
Wrathful Strike. 5e. You with a bonus action, you hit with a melee weapon attack.
Okay, melee.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know. Okay, so I'm gonna ready a javelin and
Just
aim for him.
chuck a javelin at him. Yeah, go ahead. Javelin.
20.
Okay, nice. You definitely hit him, even though with his boosted like AC, you definitely hit him. 8 points of damage. Nice. That's exactly the amount you need. You see, the javelin flies through like his lower thigh, and he's like, "Ugh!" And the blood just like pours out of his side. So he's like, "Ugh!" And he falls. Leans towards the edge of the cliff. Almost falls down. He's now unconscious and bleeding. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I
I'm
have that
still
effect
thinking
on
what Wrathful Strike is.
It's a pally ability.
Oh no, yeah, no, I see it. It's a
Yeah.
spell.
It's a spell. It's a smite. One of the spells
Quick question.
Paladin can use. Yep.
Why are we fighting this guy again? Why did we kill him?
He's not killed. He's still alive. Just saying.
Okay.
He's just as bad as the bandits.
No,
Okay.
it's because Group told us he was bad guy. Remember the little
Okay.
goblin that was being held by the bugbears?
Yeah, and he also can do it.
Well, for
bleeding.
your guys' knowledge, you know that in town, like they talk about the leader of the Red Brands, which goes by the name Glassstaff, and you assume it's the wizard because obviously he's Glassstaff.
Okay.
Yep. So that's why you storm the
I just forgot the exact reason.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what are we doing?
yeah, I didn't talk about that in before we start, so that part's on me. So yeah, sorry if you're confused, but
Are we out of combat?
yes, you're right now out of combat.
I'm gonna
But
go up
shortly,
to our friend.
though. Like,
Oh
because,
no!
yeah, you
I'm
heard
Alarm.
as Glassstaff falls, you heard some noise say, "Oi, the boss is calling us."
Oh, is
Gets in
Glassstaff dead?
trouble. And yeah,
He's unconscious right now.
yeah, the boss
Oh.
is definitely unconscious. And now you see 3 red brands just rush out of their wherever they originally hide and says, "Shite!
Up on
The boss is down! Grab him! Let's run!" And yeah, you see the dude over here. Yep. Grabs Glassstaff and drag him backwards.
Shit.
And
go.
You guys are
Woo, 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 woo.
Move.
those two are trying to stop you guys. So you're now in combat again. So
Reroll.
yeah. Yes, re-roll initiative for this is a brand new combat. And yeah. 8 wins. Nice.
I keep forgetting to click on my token.
Yeah, that's bad. Remember that? It's important.
Hey, you could roll better. No.
You could.
Never mind.
Look at us. Oh, we're doing so good.
We're amazing right now.
Nope. Okay. Oh, so apparently they have the upper hand. Okay. So this guy is gonna rush towards Viking because he's the only one he can reach and tries to stab him. There's like no way you guys are getting the boss. I'm gonna stop you right here, right now. And he stabs. Yeah, he definitely strikes you with a single blow of short sword. You see the short sword just slashes over your chest, and you take 7 points of piercing damage.
21 AC. Holy crap!
Yeah, he rolled a 23, so
It's 7.
yeah, 7 points of piercing damage.
Uh,
And the other guy is actually gonna try to stop you guys from over here because apparently his friend is dealing with you, and he's doing really well.
Oh,
He's gonna- 1, 2, 3.
Rainy didn't get an initiative roll.
Yeah, my bad. Initiative.
He's
just on a
hanging.
leash right now.
We kind of need the sorcerer.
Yeah. The last fight is like ends real quick, so yep. And she's
There
got
we go.
only 1. I'll say she's behind the red brands. So, yeah, this dude is gonna rush forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reaches to Rivani. And yeah, he's gonna take a swing at Rivani with a short sword. And yeah.
So you were gonna kill her.
7 points of damage. He's gonna stab her real good, and she
fine,
takes
I
6
got it.
points of stab damage.
6 points of stab damage.
Yeah, stab damage. No,
Stab
piercing damage.
I like it.
Yeah, and like
I like stab better.
Vicious mockery. Vicious
Yeah,
mockery is
it just sounds
6
better.
points of mocking damage.
Oh shit! And he
Shanking
strikes
damage.
again.
Heh.
And this time
Points of-
he thinks he can
Ooh,
handle
dummy.
both of you, and he strikes Suits with 6 points of damage. He
Oh, he hits me with 6
mockingly
points of
strikes the
damage?
same spot.
Man.
So you each have a same wound on your abdomen. And
Well.
this dude, yeah, I believe his second strikes fail. So yeah, That will
I
be
don't-
the end of the Red Brand's turn, and now it's Rivani's turn. Being attacked is not pleasant, and near-death experience is not pleasant as well. She's gonna do something.
Wild magic.
Yeah, that's
Shocking
what I'm
blast.
trying to do. She's well, if she casts Thunderwave, no. You know what? She's gonna
Oddish.
cast Charm Person on the Rebrand that's attacking him. Let's see if that works. Wisdom saving throw. So the Rebrands are gonna make a Wisdom saving throw to counter the effect. Yeah. Let's see her spell save DC. Sadly, the Rebrands just managed to shake it off. However, she's able to roll for wild magic. You see, she whispers a word, and the surrounding of her like starts to shift like drastically. Like there's a kind of a broken feeling of the surroundings. You just don't know what it is. Yep. So, but it doesn't seem to affect either of you, just her. So, yeah, that will
Does
be
she have
the
a beard of
end.
feathers?
Huh? Excuse me?
Never mind.
Okay. Sorry, I just didn't hear what you said. So yeah.
It was
That will be the end of her turn. Now it's your turn, Suits. What would you like to do?
Too close to him. Well, I'm gonna start. Oh no, I can't because I already used it. No. Ew. I'm gonna poke him with my dagger, I guess.
Go ahead. Poking is nice.
Roll for stab.
And that's a fail. Like, you see him deflect your dagger with his short swords and waves at you. Like, nope. Not gonna
I think there is another thing I can do.
If you have a spell that only use bonus action, you can. Or you can try to strike him with your like offhands. However, it's
I
not
can my offhand be my own claws?
Yes. Like the offhand attack that's specified in player's handbook, you can still strike with the same weapon. It's just you don't have the bonus because you're not proficient with two weapon fighting.
The bonus to attack or just the bonus,
The bonus
to
to
damage?
damage. You
Oh,
still
okay.
have the bonus to attack because you know your way around daggers. But yeah,
Okay.
that's definitely a hit. And for the dagger attack, yeah, you won't be
That's a
getting. That's only a 1. So you
It's-
cut him. You did cut him. Like it's fine, but he's like just it's a like small flesh wound. It's nothing.
I'm going to die.
Yep.
I'm going to die in the
No,
cave.
no, you'll be fine.
You'll
You'll
be
be fine.
Uh,
You won't die. I have
so-
spell slots.
Yeah. I guess you're not gonna move backwards, or would you like to?
I mean, if I move, I'm gonna get hit. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, then that will be the end of your turn, and now it's Viking's turn. So the guy who just stabbed you is standing right in front of you. What would you like to do?
Hypothetically, would it be possible if I were to grapple him to throw him off the cliff?
Yes, but that will be a contested like strength check, and yeah, like I don't see why not. Just try to roll for grapple, but that will be the all of your action. That's gonna take up all of your action. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Or would it be strength or athletics?
Strength, pure strength contest because you have to grapple him first and then throw him down. So, yeah, it's a
I thought
Or
grapple
strength.
was athletics versus acrobatics. How that worked. That's all.
Okay, let me check. Because I remember differently, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe.
Because like
It's a
basically,
good time
unless
to
you're a
check. It's a
fighter,
good time to check.
you could never win a grapple, right?
Conditions. Let's see. Grappled. It doesn't specify on how. Combat. Let me check. Sorry, this will be real quick. Grapple. Grapples. It doesn't really say, so I'm gonna say I'll allow it. You use your athletics to try to grapple him, but if you want, then in that case, it's gonna be a separate check. So first, you'll have to grapple him with your athletics, and then you'll roll for strength check to try to throw him off the cliff.
So grappling on 195. The target of your grapple can no more than one size larger than you.
Yeah, it only says
A
condition.
strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics check or dexterity check. So initiating the grapple, it has to be strength versus the person's athletics or acrobatics.
You said 193?
5.
5. Okay.
Right hand side, midway down.
Okay.
When you move, you can drag or carry a grappled creature with you, but your speed is half unless the creature is 2 or more size smaller than you.
I don't see that in my handbook. I don't know why, but yep.
You see, the page says contests of combat at the top right hand corner. And then it goes two-handed weapon fighting, or two-weapon fighting, and then grappling, then shoving a creature.
Okay. I don't know why, but I'm not seeing this on my. Either way, like.
Oh, you can actually shove a creature too.
Yeah. So if that's the case, make your strength check. So yeah, he will try to oppose that. Go for it. If you wish to.
Shoving is the same thing, but it knocks them prone.
Yeah. So if you wish to shove him, I would say you will have to move to the other side.
I would move here and try and push him to here.
Okay.
Shove him to here.
Go for it.
19 versus his athletics versus
It's a dex save, and sadly he doesn't make it. Even with advantage, he doesn't make it. Like even if he have advantage, which he doesn't have advantage. And you see, like, did you bash him with your sword or?
I'm gonna say shield.
Okay.
Probably.
So you bash him in the head. He kind of staggers and like faint for a little bit. So yeah, you push him real good and shove him off the cliff. So he's now falling. Yep. Down into the pit. So yeah, he's not gonna get back up anytime soon. So you heard a pummeling sound, like. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yep. And yeah.
Do I have any movement left?
Next.
Yeah, let's.
You
I have
only move 5
30.
feet, so you can still move 25 if you wish to.
I'll move there.
Move here. That's 25 feet. That's the
Yeah.
furthest you can go. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. And you see, like the glass staff is still on the floor bleeding, but he's being dragged, and that will be the end of your turn. Now it's Tolly's turn. You lost both of your daggers. You managed to cut him, and what would you like to do now?
There and Take a swing.
Okay. Do you still have your? Oh, you have a short sword. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you take a swing at him, and unfortunately, he just it just bounces off on his armor. So he's like, yeah,
Damn it.
you gotta
Alright.
try harder.
How about that?
And yes, as he smirks, you actually cut him on his cheek.
Excellent.
Doing 6 points of piercing damage. Nice.
Because he's next to
yeah,
my ally.
He's trying to smile, but one side of his cheek is severely disfigured. He's like,
Hey, let you garbage. And because Ravani's in front of him, I got a sneak attack. I'm pleased. I'm done.
yeah. Oh, yeah. With surrounded by, yes, you definitely get the sneak attack bonus. And as you cut open his cheek, you kind of draws back your short sword and manage to cut him on his neck. It's not that deep to immediately split his throat, but yeah, you cut him real good. He's bleeding right now, heavily bleeding right now. And
Excellent.
I guess that'll be the end of your turn.
Yes.
And now it's Homura's turn. Homura, you've been unable to do anything to the wizard as well as the red brands. What would you like to do?
Oh, I have 2 people who need to be healed.
Or you can just charge forward and try to cut down anyone who stands in your way. I mean,
sure, I'll try that.
That's one option.
I went over here.
Yeah, and roll for attack if you wish to.
Just try to smash his head like a watermelon.
Nice. And
nope.
Stavley, you misses him, even though his attention is all around the place, but he still managed to dodge your warhammer just in time. There's one thing you can do, all of you, you can keep this in mind. You can use your bonus action to do a second attack. However, it's not gonna add your extra damage when you normally have with your weapons. So you can attempt.
That's just a plain melee attack, right?
Yes.
Not like a throw or
no, it's not a throw.
magic.
Yeah.
I thought that was only for
melee.
light weapons. Only light weapons could do that. So Warhammer is pretty heavy.
Yeah, from my reading, it's only light
Make an
weapons.
attack.
Yeah.
Or versatile, whatever.
Yeah, attack roll. So yeah.
Well, versatile you can use in one-handed or two-handed.
Yeah, it's only the weapons that says. No, hold on. Not the finesse. No, it's not in the weapon property. It's in
light. A light weapon is
Yeah.
small and easy to handle, making it easy to use with fighting with 2 weapons. Yeah, last time I checked, I think it said.
Yeah, it doesn't says really well in combat. Action, no combat.
My understanding, I always thought it was only a fighter and a few of the characters can use a bonus action to attack again. But that's how I've always played it.
Yeah, I was reading about the action of combat, and originally it says you can do a bonus action. You can use your bonus action to attack. But it doesn't says what kind of weapons. Yeah, attack.
Usually it's always been if it's a light weapon, you'd be able to.
Yeah, I think it was anything that qualified for dual wielding.
Yes. When you take an action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action. Yes. So yeah, that's my fault.
The only other exception would be is if you were a barbarian that was frenzied.
Or if you're a fighter, you get extra attack feat. So yeah. So unless Homura, you happen to have a light weapon on you.
Or if you have a bonus action to heal.
Yeah, or.
I mean.
So yeah.
Are you trying to say you need healing?
Oh yes, I'm dying. I'm bleeding out. I have a deep I'm like just bleeding all over the floor in the cavern.
Yeah.
Is healing word a bonus?
Yes, I believe so.
Then,
Cure wounds is an action.
Healing
and
word.
is a
Healing
bonus.
word is a bonus action.
then I will use healing word on my cat friend here.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you.
You rub his belly.
You know. So you receive. You see a glowing of like font kind of floats out of her mouth, and you immediately receive this warm light in your chest, and you are healed for 5 points.
Thank you.
Okay, that will be the end of Hamur's turn, I guess. And now the Rebrand's turn. This dude, he's been surrounded, and his friend's been shoved off the cliff. He's pretty angry, pissed, and a little bit afraid. So he's gonna wildly swing his weapons and try to smash this girl who just slashed her, like him, in the cheek. Let's see how he does it. And both of the attack managed to hit, sadly. So you see him slash, and yeah, you get a huge, like 2 huge slash wounds.
Yep.
Taking 10 points of piercing damage total. And yeah, he's gonna make a run. He's like, I'm out of this. I didn't sign up for this.
We all get attacks of opportunity, right?
Yes, all of you within range
Everyone.
gets an attack of opportunity.
I don't think I'm a dagger. I can't really cast a spell that.
Yeah, just like you can. It's a warcaster.
That's warcaster.
Unless you have
Really?
the feat, you don't.
No.
And
Wish. 2 natural.
yeah. So like
Revenge.
just for
Sweet.
fun, Rivani is gonna try to dagger him as well. Public roll. It's a hit. And Tali, would you like to make a roll as well? Oh,
Oh,
you
I
did.
didn't. It was
Sorry.
not good.
Sorry. So yeah. With sorry. That's more than with the combined anger from the 2 spellcasters. They managed to stab the guy who just tried to kill them.
I
and
just
chop him.
I chucked a dagger at the back of his head.
Yes, so both of the dagger managed to sink in, and the Rebrand just falls flap into the floor. He's dead. Yay! And yeah, the other guy over here, kind of like stands forward and try to protect his boss from this weird looking gray looking fella, and he's gonna make a swing. 2 swings, both fails. So like you see him doing this huge slashes, but he's not really good at it, so it bounces off on your shield. You just take it like a man. And that will be the end of their turn. Actually, he's gonna make something. Let's see if he makes it. It's a fail. Okay. Now
Origami
yeah.
is making.
Now will be actually Rivani's turn. So both of their turn ends. Rivani, seeing her friend is in danger, she's gonna try chuck a firebolt at the guy, just like she always does. And spell cards, not spell cards, please change that. Attack. Come on. Huh. Weird. It's not showing anything.
It
Alright.
probably means there's no damage in the spell card itself.
Okay, so 1d10. Why? She really needs to change that. Okay, so not 1d10. Come on. Sorry. Quick changing for bolt for her. You guys know you can just drag the spell from the compendium and just put it in there, right?
Yep.
It's a thing. remember to do that, so I don't have to do it for you.
It looks like he's done it. It's just set wrong. Like it's just informational, kind of like
Which
Charm
it
Person
should
was.
be. If he sets it correctly, it should just automatically roll for damage, which is not. So right now it should work. Yep. Now the
There it is.
firebolt, you see, she fumbles her hand a little bit, being bleeding and receiving attacks. However, she still managed to strike true. Like the fireball just splashed over this dude's head, dealing 3 points of fire damage. Not much. A little bit burn, but yeah, it's still damage. That will be the end of her turn. And Suits, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
I see this dude, right? That's right here.
Yeah, he's right over here. Right over.
Remembering that I had cast Hex earlier and still kind of hanging there in the air somewhere.
Your hex should be already gone. Like,
I
before
used
you
it.
enter
I
the
used it in
room.
this room when we had killed the other red brands. I got it back during the long rest.
But no, you haven't cast hex yet. As I recall, you didn't do hex last time because the combat ends rather fast.
Okay, then. Well, I had a spell marked. Oh, yeah. Actually, yes, I did. I recall this because it's in the chat. Let me
Let's
roll.
see.
Scroll back.
Yes, hex is
It
wisdom.
says-
Sorry, my bad. Hex is
Yep.
wisdom. Yes.
And that was in that room.
However, the conversation and how long does it last? Hold on. How long does
It
the
lasts
hex-
for an hour.
For an hour? Yes. Then it's still
Yes.
lingering somewhere in the room. You just have to move it.
Okay, I'm gonna move my hex onto him.
Okay. So he's
And-
hexed,
Use my Toll the Dead.
and that will be wisdom. So yeah, let's see if he makes it.
He should have
He
disadvantage.
fails, like epically.
And has he taken damage at all?
Yes. Remember the firebolt just built.
Oh yeah.
points
So he
of
takes
fire.
9 damage.
Okay. So you see him covering his ears as a bell rang again, and this time the blood just pours out from
Like the most
his
disturbing
eye
bell.
socket and as well as his ears. So
Ew.
yeah, like-
Just for everyone, like, just to imagine it, it's like the most like depressing bell you've ever heard in your life.
yeah,
Do
That's
they let
essentially
you
what
hear
it is.
bells?
like
school
like the
bell.
bell from the funerals, like
I was thinking a school bell because that's pretty.
It's like
That
it's
is
like a
more
bell in like
depressing,
a
actually.
minor key,
That is more depressing.
Yeah.
in
And
an off tone minor key.
a school bell on the first day of school after a lovely summer break.
Yeah.
The most depressing.
Most depressing one. Would you like to move, or will that be the end?
I'll just move. Oh, I didn't even roll the hex damage because it hit.
Yeah, you hit, and like you see, the hex didn't like do much at first. However, like it seems to like reconnect with you at the moment you think of it, and a burst of black energy just pours out of his like mouth and eye sockets, and he burns like into a pile of dust. He's now dead, and
Dead.
you guys are officially off combat at this point, with our dear wizard still bleeding on the ground, and judging by there's no sound coming from the crevasse, you assume that the guy down there is either unconscious or drop dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna strip the wizard, like not naked, mind you, but like go through his pockets and
Okay.
kick away his staff, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave the spear in his leg though. Just
just
No.
just a
For reason.
reminder, he's failing fast at this point. If you guys don't do something fast, he's gonna die immediately.
I'm
Well-
coming. I'm
Yeah.
coming.
so let me handle it. Will heal him.
Okay.
I'm gonna look through all this stuff.
Okay.
at all
And
this.
I was
so
just gonna
it's
say,
kind of
Viking
the red
just-
Brandon.
So Renee is also
Well, then I'll go back
looking
over here.
forward to say, oh, I guess he got some wonders items, I guess. The staff looks really promising. And she reaches out for the staff. Would you guys like to fight for it, or you just let her
I'll
have it?
fight for it.
Oh, you wish to fight
Because I
for
kind
it?
of want to know what it is.
Okay, so you guys
gonna-
each attach your hand to the staff. So she's like, just let me take a look. I have more experience in making magical items, which I'm sure you'll find that useful later.
To make magical items?
Yes.
Since when?
I've done some
gonna-
research in my past.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal Tally real
Go ahead.
fast.
Okay,
Thank
so yeah, Tali's still bleeding.
Yeah.
No
I'm
one cares
looking-
because you guys all swarmed for the loot, so it's like,
I
Mhm.
yep.
you remember you have a healing potion that I gave you.
I
earlier.
do. I was gonna use it if we were still in combat, but
But nope,
thank you.
not at this moment. So
I'm like, I was thinking about that when I was like bleeding out. I'm like, I don't have a healing potion. I don't have my shield aura.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
nothing. I'm gonna die.
Mhm. I was so mad that the first attack didn't hit because otherwise I was just gonna palm it to you in the bonus. But I was like, he needs to die more than I need to pass off a healing potion. It was wild.
So the magical tomb miraculously heal you. You feel a warm
Thank you.
surge coursing through your body. Yay! And
So-
yeah,
For Glassstaff,
mhm,
I'm like emptying his pockets, that kind of stuff.
yep.
But I'm going to tie his arms behind him first,
Okay.
and then hopefully there's some scrap of material from the red branded that was just burned in front of him, and I'm going to cram it in his mouth first, because I know with a
So
spellcaster,
the ashes, you're just
if he
gonna grab all the ashes and just stuff it into his mouth.
like the lice infested cloak, I'm going to
okay.
rip a piece off.
There's actually a
Um,
small piece of cloth that's left on the floor. Like, you guys looted. I assume you guys also looted the Red Brand's.
Oh yeah,
corpses,
definitely.
right?
Yeah, we
Looting,
looted
looting.
the two that
Yes.
the two that actually are above ground.
Yeah.
So
So-
I'm going to heal.
Mhm.
What I'm trying to get at is I don't want the caster to talk until we're ready for him to talk.
Yeah,
um,
definitely.
But
I
I'm going
can
to-
just stabilize him.
well, no, I'm gonna use
Right.
my lay on hands, and I'm gonna heal myself for 7 points of damage. So I'm at full. I'm gonna
So-
heal him for 1,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give Suits 2,
Okay.
which gives me my 10.
So
Thank you.
you all see that Viking just raise his like gray hands.
My
in the
watch.
air.
Touching people.
Yeah, and miraculously, the hand just starts to glow, and with three streams of energy just pours out of his hand, directing at Suits and Viking himself, as well as the unconscious wizard. And
I'm gonna remind Viking
Mhm.
the teleport thing he did earlier. It only requires speaking, so make sure to keep the thing in his mouth.
My dagger.
With
Nice.
something to keep him from speaking.
Okay. So you gagged him, basically, and you
Yep.
tied him up, and he's now back to consciousness. He seems
With
still
a
little
spear in
bit
his leg.
off. Yes.
So just
Which it stops bleeding at this point because you healed him. However, he's not looking at his top shape. Like, he's in no condition. That is his best time. So he's like, he looks like you, like, kind of angry, but not so angry as more of a plea.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Yeah.
And just lean in and just be like,
Before you do
just
that, the loots,
just nod.
the loots you guys found, because I assume you guys are searching for the loot, right?
Definitely.
I was just gonna ask him where his notes were.
Okay. So what? Where are his notes?
Oh, I was gonna. Well, I was. Okay. I'm gonna lean in and just say, Are the notes in your quarters? Just nod yes, and down, or shake no. Either way, I don't care.
He kind of looks at you confused. Like, you pat him down, there are notes
Like
in his pocket.
journals or papers, research,
Yeah,
whatever
like
we're working on.
that's what I'm saying. Like, when you guys loot him, you actually get a note, and like along with other valuables, which is a staff, which Riveni reveals it's a staff of defense.
Staff of defense.
Yes. Let me just send you guys the note. The note is over here.
I looked to. I keep my eye contact to Glass staff, and slight intimidation, mind you, but I say, Suits. You say
Yes.
that ability he has that he needs to talk
Yes.
in order to disappear. If I impale him on the wall, he's still going to be able to disappear.
He
Or will he
kind of
take-
looks at you fearfully. He's like, just shake his
I mean,
head.
if he's conscious long enough, it depends. Maybe not.
He kind of cuts you guys off and he's like, he tried to speak at this point.
I just
or
touched
you
this.
can knock him around, and then I can bring him back, and then you knock him around, and he'll just die back and forth. It'd be great.
I kind of lean on the spear in his leg a little bit, like, sorry.
And he screams in pain. However,
What are
he's
we
like,
asking?
you guys think he's trying to say something. Like he's trying to talk to you guys. He's
I'm
like,
reading the note, by the way. As after I had talked to did the thing with Viking.
Okay. Would you guys like to ungag him? Make
So
him
I'm gonna
talk?
have my dagger. I'm gonna
Okay.
pull out. Actually, no, I don't have a dagger.
So
I can pass one to you.
Yeah. Also, Tali, you got your daggers back.
Okay.
You're saying?
Yeah,
Wait.
I figured I'd scoped them out.
Yep.
And
I
then
guess-
to the king.
I'm gonna have a javelin, like, basically to his mouth, and I'm gonna say, "Let's see who's faster, your witch speak, or my spear, or my javelin."
He's like,
And
Or what it seems in his note, if the black spider will kill him first. If we don't kill him, he'll kill. The black spider will probably kill him.
It's a dead man either way.
Suits loosen his gag
I'll,
while I maintain the spear to his, or the
I
javelin.
use
to
my
his-
claw and I cut it off.
okay, so the moment you guys ungag him, also I put all his belongings in the notes. Okay, in the loot and banking. So he's like, the moment you ungag him, he's like, there's no need for this kind of brute force, which hurts a lot, by the way. I am
Good.
willing to surrender and share the information I know in exchange for a fair trial. People as civilized, he said that in a mocking tone, as you should understand the value of justice, in which everyone deserves a proper chance before being sentenced to death. Do we have an agreement?
Hamura,
won't
I'm
try
sorry,
to
I wasn't.
escape.
And I saw
promise
that you have a really cool staff, and I was paying attention to that. I really wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
Yeah, Riveni as well is like, she's like, no, yeah, the staff looks pretty awesome.
I think
I heard my
might-
name.
Hamura, bring over your bag for a second.
Okay.
We'll see how his justice, fair justice, can take place.
I'm gonna go. over with
I'm
my-
asking you to pull the dead body out of the bag.
Oh.
Is this what you meant by justice? And I'm hoping
Like I said before,
Yeah.
I can't be held responsible
I'm just gonna pull out all the bits.
Yeah, for what my man does. Like I said, they are brutes, and they might do things on their behalf. So
I'm
you
gonna
can't
flick
help me
some dude.
responsible for them doing those unfortunate events.
Meanwhile, me and
Yeah.
Ravani are arguing over the
Yeah,
staff.
and as you
A
guys
man
look
as
over,
I
high and
think we should
mighty
just
and
flip a coin.
honorable.
Rivani starts to like search around the stuff that's found on Glassstaff, and she found a note. Here goes. Mr. Elbrick.
Oh, that was the note that I was reading.
Yes, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Fendalen. They would be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can, kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven-related documents in their possessions are delivered to me with haste. I trust you can get it done. Do not disappoint me. And
I'm gonna squat down next to him because I heard dwarves. I'm gonna get my gory hand, grab it in his hair, and just be like, "What's this about dwarves?" But I'll kill you now.
No need for brute force. Like I was saying, I'm willing to share, but I need the promise that you guys will keep me alive for a fair trial.
Sure.
Okay.
Phil.
The Black Spider is a drow, a dark elf from the Underdark. He insisted on the stupid nickname, so that's all I know about him. He sent 3 bugbears to help me keep the population of Fendalen under control, but we managed to do it without them, with red brands. The bugbears know the way to his hideout, about the dwarf
Well, they're
documents.
Dead. Yes. Talk about the dwarves.
Yes, like I was just getting to it. The dwarf documents, Black Spider ordered to capture the Rock Seeker brothers, for they possess a map to the Wave Echo Cave. This map is not just the location of the Forge of Spells. Judging by your look, I guess you don't know what it is, right? And he gives you like a kind of look down in a way, like
I'm gonna pull his hair a little bit.
Would I have heard of the Forge of Spells at all?
Roll for a history check to see if you recognize any of it.
Man, why am I not proficient in history? Should be.
Yeah. With 16, yeah, and with your background, you know, like, it's not like something that's been hidden for a long time, so you know that more than 500 years ago, clans of dwarves and gnomes made an agreement known as the Fendalen's Pact, by which they would share a rich mine and wondrous cavern known as the Wave Echo Cave, which is where Black Spider needs the map for. In addition to its mineral wealth, the mine contained great magical power. And there was a time human and spellcaster allied themselves with the dwarves and gnomes to channel and bind that energy into a great forge, which is called the Forge of Spells, where magic items could be crafted with ease. Times were good, and the nearby human town of Fendalen prospered as well. But then disaster struck when the orcs swept through the north and laid waste to all in their path. A powerful force of orcs, reinforced by evil mercenary wizards, attacked Wave Echo Cave to seize the rich and the magic treasures. Humans fight alongside with their dwarven and gnome allies to defend it. However, the battle ends with the mine being destroyed and the location lost. Yeah, so.
Would I know this stuff?
Yes, with you don't even need to roll for history. Because of your background, where you came from, you heard this story when you grew up. Like, the Rockseeker brothers are the ones who shared this story with you repeatedly, saying they're gonna be the one that locate this wealth and restore their family name. Yeah. So yeah.
So since the guy's sneering at me, like you don't know, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pull his hair,
Easy does
pull his
it.
head back.
Easy does it. I'm just saying, not every dwarf knows it. However, yeah, you appears to
I
know
know
your
it.
way of the lost mine. I'll just go
Boy.
on with the details.
So do the
Alright.
Rockkeeper dwarves? Is
Yeah.
that the only dwarves that are involved?
You mean the Rockseeker brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, for now, like, Black Spider wouldn't want them to meddle with things, like if they draws attention of Adabar or any other your dwarf relatives. We wouldn't want that. Like, we want to do this in a quiet manner. We just want to be rich, and make magical items. So the map, like I said, contains some powerful ruins to make the lost mine works again. The Black Spider already knows where the Wave Echo Cave is, but he doesn't know where the exact location of the forge. Yeah. So yeah, like, and as you guys see the notes, it says Mr. Albrecht. You recalled someone mentioned by Sildar, like the name Yarno Albrecht is actually the friend Sildar was seeking.
Oh,
Yeah. So you assume this Glassstaff wizard is actually the friend Sildar thought was missing.
Huh. Well, I thought that was the guy that we found dead. I guess.
Yeah, Sildar was worried because he thinks that Yarno is dead, judging by how he was captured, how Sildar himself was captured by the goblins. So yeah.
So do we kill him here? Take him up to
Hey, hey, hold on right there.
and turn him into
Yeah,
Sildar and
definitely.
the.
Sildar. Oh, yeah, Sildar, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I leave it up to justice
He
inclined
kind of
fellows.
says this at the moment you mention Sildar. He's in a way, his gesture shows that he's relieved for the suggestion because that way he gets to live a little bit longer. But then he's kind of in a despised look. He's like, Sildar is an old fool who thinks just cause the lower alliance sends us here makes us friends in nature. My plan was way bigger. He rolled his eyes when he says that. Was way bigger than those fools from the council can imagine. It's a shame, really, for the world to have lost a chance in witnessing something extraordinary being born. And you get the sense of feeling he's not talking about the lost mine.
Anyone else have any questions for this asshole?
No, I mean I just want the staff. That's about
I do. So where exactly were you and your little cronies? Well, where was your crony trying to drag you off to?
There was another entrance to the cave. It leads to. I assume you guys don't come from that way, right? He points towards the darkness of the hallway, so you can now clearly see that there's a small hallway that leads to the back. Yeah. I assume you guys didn't come from that way, correct? You come from this direction.
Where we came from doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If we'd come from the darkness, the men in there would have already been dead. So no,
Yeah.
we didn't come in that way.
Yeah. And like he points towards the other direction and he says that's for some reason there's a cave in and someone must have spotted and let you guys know. The other path leads directly to the sleeping giant and like to the upper ground. So as you guys can recall, the sleeping giant and which is right now on top of you guys, is the hideout of the Red Brand. So yeah, this is actually the basement of the sleeping giant. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm hoping since Kimura has these like lovely manicured hands in his hair, and I have a spear to his mouth.
Mhm.
I'm hoping to intimidate him, kind of with possibly advantage.
Yep.
For helping one another. I have a dilemma, Mr. Glassstaff. I don't see any benefit in taking you to justice. Why? What
Because
is
you'll
in it
need
for
me.
us? No, no,
he,
no.
He responds in like a you think he thinks it's reasonable manner. He's like, without me, even if you guys do locate the wave echo cave, you won't be able to reactivate it without my help.
Why you
I'm
say
sure
that?
my friend here, and I point to Suits, can is more than sufficient to do
Really?
the lowly work of such a pathetic man.
Really?
And I
What
just touched
I am the god.
has he
spear.
studied in fine arts of magical craft and as well as making magical items? Because I don't see any magical items on him that's being crafted by himself. He points at the lantern saying, that lantern appears to be, like, if I recall correctly, the lantern revealing, and it is not something you could craft. We're judging by the style and how old it appears to be. I assume you inherited from your
I'm gonna
family,
crack his
right?
head into the floor to make
Yeah,
him shut up.
you can try to smack him, try to pause, like let him stop talking. Like he gets this hyped when he's talking about crafting magical items and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, do you wish to smack him and make him stop?
Just lightly tap his head into the floor.
Okay, he's like, "Ugh, rude. But like I was saying, without my help, you know why the Lord's Alliance sent me here? You know why? Because
I don't
I'm
really
the only
care.
one with enough knowledge to understand this. You know why Black Spider wants to work with me? Because I have the knowledge. And at this moment, Rivani kind of gets this weird resemblance. Like, she gets it from the start, but now it gets stronger, and now she's certain she have seen this like attitude from somewhere. And that will be between her and the glass staff. So you guys see Rainy approaches like with pale like face, like indicating that she's not in her calm self like normal, and she whispers into the ears of Glassstaff, Yarno, and Yarno kind of surprisingly respond.
Am I close enough to eavesdrop?
Roll a d20. Like you're standing close enough, but yeah, I'll say you heard the name of Thaudius Black. That's all you heard.
Okay.
Apparently, that's a name of a person. I'm gonna put it in the com. And you guys all see Rivani's face grows like goes from a little bit pale to completely white, and she like falls to the floor.
So I'm gonna say, Hamura, get on that. I'm defending the.
I'm gonna smack his head to the floor again. Be like, "What'd you say? Did you say that made my companion here go all pale?"
She asked about someone I know. They're like, I wish things would be differently. I hate Thaudius Black. He's like, you see him kind of choked on how, like, you get this feeling that this person must have treated him wrong, like in so many levels, and yeah, he's just pissed when even mentioning the name. Roll for Right now it will be a proper way to roll for intimidation if you wish to make him talk about it.
Oh yeah, did Ravani leave the staff?
Yeah,
on this side?
she's right now like sitting on the floor just.
Can
like,
I use?
She was still holding the staff when she approached, but right now the staff is just besides her on the floor. If you wish.
Oh,
to
okay,
pick
I
it
thought
up,
she
you
I thought
can.
she left it on the other side of the ravine. Would have picked it up.
Okay,
But-
go for it. You'll have to move to her
I,
location.
I, I
Yeah.
I'm not gonna move all the way over there. I'm just gonna stay over here with Holly and just be like, I wonder
Can
what's
I
going
do-
on.
Can I do a strength-based
Um,
intimidation?
I'll pass the healing potion back.
Yes, I'll say you are allowed to do that.
So I'm impressed by Hamora, and I'm just gonna say, answer the lady. And it's actually the first time I've called you lady, by the way.
Okay. And
Go ahead.
Hamura have advantage, and she doesn't need it. She's like, I don't even
Like
need
my
your
athletics
help
is
for
strength,
that.
so it's just.
So,
I don't need you to talk for me, dude. I got this.
It just
I'm just
surprised her
impressed.
in so many levels. Like, oh, you never called me lady before. But yeah, so
Flattery
like,
gets you everything.
No, it doesn't.
yeah, so Yarno starts explaining, like, Thaddeus, Mr. Black was once my master. He and he started to mutter like cursing words like "screw that bitch" and that kind of stuff. He treated me less than a servant. So one day, when he's out hunting for a suitable mate, I just stole his belongings and run. You'll never find me. I changed my appearance. You'll never find me. That's why I joined the Lord's Alliance. That's the last place he will check. That's why I team up with the Black Spider. Because even with all the knowledge I'm bearing, I still need someone to deal with normal activities. And what better way to disguise it with someone that no one knows?
I think we should find Mr. Thaddeus Black and let him know about his asshole.
What was your real name?
My real name is Yarno Elbrick. I never changed my name because I never used them again. Even in the Lord's Alliance, they only know me by Yarno. That's the clever of things, right? You never check for details.
So, here's the deal. I still don't see any reason to. Okay, I see a reason to keep you alive, but I see you as a problem if I leave you with your tongue. You can still go on trial and all that, minus a tongue,
A
and then you're not
tongue
really.
is all I have left for defense. What good is a person
work
if I
as
can't speak?
fire.
I'm
on
just
court?
gonna stuff the cloth back in his mouth.
He could do finger signs things. I've seen those things.
Um,
I mean,
you're going to tell us all of the secrets in your hideout and all of your goodies, and if I'm not happy with what I hear, you're gonna go on trial minus a tongue. And I'm trying to intimidate him, mind you.
Okay,
when he
so
says secrets, my tail
at this
kind of
moment
works,
he's gagged,
like-
and you'll have advantage on intimidation. You'll have to remove his gag before you. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
well, remove the dick gag. And
Okay. So
I'll use my gory hand, pull
He's-
it back out.
yeah, he's really worried that you guys won't keep up the promise. So he's like, even with your high intimidation, he's like, I'm willing to reveal my secrets, but what's the guarantee in me being safe, unsevered with my tongue, to the court? Like,
I won't let you
now,
cut it. I
now
won't
you
let
guys
him cut
only
your tongue
strike
out.
me as a group of mercenaries without, like, conscious, like, without like a shrink of dignity in holding up your end of the bargain. I revealed the secret I'm holding, which is big, which is something big. You can even track down Black Spider for it. And what do I get in return? More intimidation?
Your life.
I will make sure you return to the court, tongue intact. I'll do it.
Can every one of you guarantee that? Or is it someone just saying, oh, I will guarantee, I will promise you, and the other guy just says, I didn't promise you that? Is that the case? Is that the game you guys are going to play? Because if that's the case,
you want me to say I'll protect you? I'll protect you, honey.
I want words from all of you, including that. It's funny. Like, you see him kind of wondering what Viking is at this moment. He claims to be all-knowing, like with the demeanor of I'm just better than you guys. But now he's kind of confused what Viking is because he gets a closer look. He's like,
I swear on my oath. Well, technically, I haven't done an oath yet, but you know what I mean.
Swear to the Lord of the Dead.
Yeah, I will swear on my oath to Merkel that you will stand trial in one piece.
He's kind of shocked the moment you said Merkel, because all this time he thought because to your knowledge, Merkel is long dead at this moment. Like, even deities die, and for Merkel, like for those who worship Merkel, like it's not common to see, and normally they are alignment of evil, so they will just kill him outright. So he never, when he says Lord of the Dead, he expects you all swear to Kelvmore, because Kelvmore is the more just, the new deity of the dead. So yeah, he's just kind of surprised at this moment. Merkel, haven't heard that name in a long time.
I'm starting to kind of get pissed. I guess he didn't see the lay on hands, right? But
yeah,
I'm like, you doubt my my faith, and like, gotta remember I have like no eyes, like they're glowing.
Yeah.
I wish I was level 3 because I would do the whole necrotic.
Yeah.
crowd.
But he puts his hands up. He puts his tied up hands up and stops you, like saying, I don't mock. However, in case you didn't know this, Merkel's been dead for quite some time.
He's still.
I wonder what you guys are worshipping at this moment. Haven't you have the same curiosity? If someone's dead, if some deity is dead, where did you get the power from?
This is not about me or my deities.
Can I insight check him, by the way?
Fair enough. He shrugs. Fair enough. Let's just take care of one business at a time.
Yeah.
So all agree in keeping your word. He turns to Riveni. Riveni is still shocked and not responding at this moment. So he turns towards Tolly.
Make no move on the party. You're fine by me.
Okay. He kind of like Riveni's at this moment. She's like, oh, finally snap out of it, and she's like, you have my word. But like, it's a really exhausting voice. You can sense the depression in her tone. And Yarno's like, all right then. If you would be so kind in helping me up, I will lead you to my workshop.
No, Mr. Albrecht, don't run your mouth off. It's the easiest way to piss everyone off. Just
Of course.
Talk to me in as little superfluous words as possible.
Of course. And he says,
All right, we good?
Yeah.
We good.
He
Help him up.
So would you he says, like, if you guys lead me to the chamber, that way I can better explain things. I'm not gonna try anything. With all your surround me, that'll be a dumb move.
Yeah,
Can
you'll
I
die
invite you?
immediately.
I'll die immediately. No doubt. So
Double insight on the no
okay,
trying anything.
go for it.
Triple insight. Let's all just
Go
don't
for
trust
everyone
us.
who wants to check if he's really sincere. Just roll for insight.
I don't.
Oh, man, he's
I
the
don't-
most sincere dude.
Yeah.
I don't actually care if he's like.
Yeah, he's if he's
Sincere or
lying or
not.
not. You'll just
But
kill him outright.
As a soldier, what I'm gonna do is I'm guessing I would know how to do this.
Mhm.
Okay, so his head would be here. I'm going to wrap my rope around his neck,
Okay.
and then from here, I'm gonna tie a knot here and have my spear basically all the way along here and guide him like you would on a leash with my
Yeah,
spear
with
to
a
the
with a
back
dog,
of his neck.
basically. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So you leashed him like a dog, so he's like,
Yeah, and it would just take a quick, and
yeah,
he's
yank
down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, he's on the leash like a savage animal. He's like,
Had that effect on people, you know.
yeah. So you guys reached the workshop, and you found
I would be beside him.
yes. So you guys are all inside the workshop with him. You guys found a kind of a tome, like he points out, which is already in your guys' note. It says basically about the knowledge of the lost mine, like I just explained before. It's a tome written in Dwarvish, so only Hamura will know. So it's a journal of an adventurer called Ormon, and it described the history of the lost mine and the Forge of Spells. And in addition, there's something new to it. He records a magic mace named Lightbringer. Was commissioned by priests of Lathander, the god of dawn, from the mage working with the gnome in centuries ago. The mace was lost when the Wave Echo Cave is vanished from history. So yeah, you now get the information of the Lightbringer.
I'm gonna look at his spell book.
Okay.
That we picked up.
So the spell book, it's in the loot, and it contains. I'm just gonna speak it out so you know. It contains Firebolt. Nothing huge. I'm just gonna put it in the book. You'll see it in a sec. Okay, so yeah, there you go. It's in the loots and banking. You see cantrip of Firebolt, Light, Mage Hand, Mold Earth, Prestidigitation, and Shocking Grasp. For the first level, there's Charm Person, Detect Magic, Find Familiar, Identify, Magic Missile, Sleep, and Thunderwave.
I'm gonna keep the book. 'Cause
And the second level, there's Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Hold Person, Knock, and Misty Step, which is everything he knows, basically. And judging by how many spells are contained in the spellbook, you get the sense of feeling that he must have stolen this spellbook from his master, Thaudius Black, because it's not common for a wizard to have so many spells. Like usually they have a few, but not that many. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep that because I might.
Yeah. And you
I'm
believe
gonna
that
keep the Dwarvish book.
with all the spells that specify, especially with Detect Magic, Identify, and Arcane Lock, and Knock, he's really good at. He's not boasting when he's saying he knows his way around crafting magical items. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the book written in Dwarvish.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm gonna talk to Ravani about the ownership of the staff. Who
She kind of looks at you saying, you know, we can share the spell book, but the staff seems to be, I don't know, like, I've been taking a lot of hits lately, like...
I mean, so have I. I've nearly died twice. I mean,
Yeah, but I actually fall unconscious. Like, so I would say that's a trump. I don't know. Maybe we can, you know, you can take my fair share of gold, I guess. Like, with this, with
All
your
right,
job,
both of you.
yeah, you can
I'm
take my
down.
share of gold.
We're gonna talk this out like normal people.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Rochambeau,
no need to
let's go.
fight within the group, right?
Wizard
Unless-
duel.
yes,
Do it.
yes, we could flip a coin.
or you know, like roll a dice set, I guess. Didn't Tully
Well,
just
flip a coin. What, like
No,
I'm
didn't
like-
Tully just found a D20 with a
No,
ruby on it?
I'm holding that dice like I don't want to give it to anybody.
No,
and I
it's
pull
not
out, I
about
pull out my
giving it-
one copper that
you
I
know what?
freaking
We
own,
each
and I'm like,
roll.
let's flip it.
We each roll.
Rochambeau.
Like, who gets
Guys,
the
this
higher
way you
one?
don't need a coin. Just work.
So
Parchment,
basically,
cheers.
Rivani is saying
Holder.
just roll the dice, and whoever gets the higher in D20 keep the.
Oh, I
staff.
was just gonna say,
I
I was
reluctantly
gonna
pass
roll
it.
it. I was just gonna flip a coin once. Saying one side is the one technically is her, and the two is me. Which is like
Uh,
heads, you get it. Tails, I get it.
However, like, not to be distrustful, but isn't that a little bit unfair if you are the one to flip the coin? Like, either one of us to flip the coin will be unfair because, yeah.
And how about we let give Callie the coin and let her flip it. Children.
I hand the coin to Tali.
Okay. I guess that's a way.
I will turn this bus around.
So do you guys want to roll the d20 or like? I mean, it's probably weighted. This ruby
If
is on
you
the 20.
roll-
It's
you
gonna
can
come up a
actually
1.
roll a d2. Like, I'll roll it.
Yeah.
I'll
Go
or
for it.
I mean,
if you
I could
if
just
you
use
just
slash.
say just type /r 1d2, then you can roll a d2. So
mean-
before we roll, like d2 is like you have to guess size. So 1 or 2.
Who's 1? Who's 2?
I'm going to say 2.
Okay, Revenge shows 1, and Tolly, would you do the honor, or I can?
Good.
As a DM, I can do it. So it's a 1. So yeah. I guess
Sure.
that settles it. Rivani just holds the staff and like, yay, with a cheerful smile on her face. Like, this is the time she's kind of really gets out of the depression from previous shock. So yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. And
While this was going on, I want to use it as a distraction.
okay.
I'm hoping Hamura would have gone over as well, but
Yes,
I have
okay.
glass staff,
Okay.
and I want to have a one-on-one with glass staff.
Okay. You actually does because apparently they're Hamura's like
They're fighting
kind of
over.
judging like a mom settling dispute. Like, you guys just behave. And yeah. So you get a 1-on-1 with
I will turn this basement
Left
around.
yeah. At this moment, Yarno's like a little bit cautious because you're the one keeps saying you're gonna kill him, and now you're the only one in the room, so he's kind of afraid that you'll break your promises.
So I say, you know who my god is and what I stand for.
Yeah.
Your life means nothing either way. You keep going on about creating these lovely magical items, but I'm not really all that concerned about it. I'd be more concerned about whether or not you can repair.
Really? Concerned about creating magical item is none of your concern? Didn't
And I
Marco-
unsheathed Sealed Fate.
Yeah, like he didn't take it over because he thinks you're testing him, but he continues saying this. Didn't your worshippers of your kind try to repair the crown of thorn? roll for history or arcana check with advantage because you once worshipped Merkel. So if you wish to know what it is.
Or all of them are -1.
It's up to you.
Oh, not bad.
It's not bad, actually. As you recall, which you happen to have the fortune or unfortunate enough to be around. That is a magical item that's the worshipper of Merkel believes that Merkel's essence, part of Merkel's essence, was residing in that legendary item. And as you remember it, you actually encountered it when they tried to enforce the ceremony on you.
What was it called? Crown of
Thorns.
Crown of what?
Hold on. Merkel. Let me put it. Don't worry. I'll put it in the. Sorry, I'll put it in the chat later. But
yeah, that's fine.
Now, yeah. You remember it as a powerful item that you heard. That's why you heard all those like whispers in your mind. You believe, because before you encountered that, you never heard any whispers.
I'm interested in whether or not you can repair a minor item before we get to something more important.
Okay. So this is not a test, right? He like tilted his eyebrows like this is not some sort of test, just trying to end my life.
Why? Like I said, you dead or alive means nothing to me. It's about whether or not you're useful.
Fair enough. He puts both his hands and like take on the sword, and then he examines it. He's like, huh, that's something interesting. He kind of chuckles like he couldn't help himself. That is most that is most interesting. And yeah, he just laughs his stomach off at this point. He's like couldn't help himself for some.
Your usefulness is.
I'm gonna hear the
drastically
laughter and
dropped.
go back
Yeah,
in.
like you hear the like loud laughter because
That
like,
worries me.
yeah, and he's like he holds his hand. Don't worry. Just you don't know the history of the sword, right?
Enlighten me.
It's once called yeah, like he's still a little bit laughing at this point. Hold on. He kind of tries to contain himself with and let me just that's me searching for the item. Yeah.
While this is happening,
Yep.
I'm just gonna real quick just check my compass and see if it's pointing anywhere, if there's anything indicating.
Okay. When you look at your compass, it actually points outward towards the cave.
Oh, to the exit.
Yes, and it's in a bright green arrow.
Right.
Which is weird. Like you never see anything. Like compasses usually don't show any colors. They just show bright light. But this time is a bright green arrowhead shape that points directly out of the cave. And like when Arnold finally contains himself, he says, "This is once the weapon called Pale Justice. If you never know of it, it was used to wield by the paladins of Tai, which is not something followers of Merkel would like to get near of." And it's a legendary weapon. I wonder what it's doing here, in fact. Tier. Sorry, tier. Bro, tier. Blah, blah, blah. My bad. Mouth. Here. And yeah. Unfortunately, there's a powerful seal on top of it, so I'm taking a wild guess that all those jewels and fancy markings are someone of a more mischievous mind in a way to mock the one's legendary sword. Did you know the story of Pale Justice? I'm assuming you don't, right?
No.
Yeah. So the Pale Justice. The sword was made with one purpose: to destroy evil. Though a powerful weapon, Pale Justice has humble beginnings. The plain sword was crafted by a devout worshipper of Tyre, named Reynolds. Reynolds spent 30 years of his life perfecting the metalwork techniques, and this allows him to craft an almost flawless blade. As soon as Reynolds had completed the unadorned weapon, he turned it over to the Church of Tyre. Pronunciation! That's lost on me today. The priest who received it placed the naked blade on its monastery's altar. He asked his brothers to join him in praying to the god and asked it to bless the weapon with holy power. The brothers never touched the blade, nor did they speak of it. After 10 years, despite the fact that all of the other brothers lost faith in the blade ever becoming enchanted, the original priest, Eden, continued his prayer in silence. Another 20 years passed, and there was still no sign of Tyre. Visiting priest of Helm scoffed at Eden's blind devotion to the blade. It was then, without warning, Eden walked up to the altar and gently removed the dust-covered blade from the altar. The priest of Helm asked Eden if he had finally come to his senses. Eden replied that he had been expecting the wrong thing from Tyre the entire time. He stated that Tyre had done his work a long time ago. The priest of Helm laughed out loud at Eden's claim and asked his bodyguards to draw his sword to compare them with the magnificent weapon in hand of Helmite had a gilded guard set with pearls. Runes were etched along the blade, with a small cluster of flying rubies set in the ricasso. The priest of Helm laughed again and spoke. "This is truly a sword blessed by God. Your weapon looks like ordinary soldier's blade. It pales in comparison." Eden calmly grabbed the blade by the tang and swatted at the guard's weapon. The priest of Helm's laughter cut off quickly as he stared down at his retainer's broken weapon. He stood there speechless as Eden set the blade down and began to reply. "Justice always pales in comparison to vanity and ostentatious displays of power. I expected Tyre to manifest his divine will in this blade with lightning and fire. I should have remembered how the blade was given to me. With simple charity and humility. Justice is the right of every man, no matter how rich or poor, no matter how educated or ignorant. It should be found as often in the fields of farmers as it is in the fields of battle." Eden took the blade to a local weaponsmith and had him put a wooden leather-wrapped grip onto it. That is what you see on the weapon. The only place that's not changed. He then gave it to a fledgling paladin and asked him to always remember the potential of charity and kindness in human race. So that's the story.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the readings if you guys wish to read it. But yeah, that's the legendary beginning of the weapon. Yeah, so right now, at this point, you stare at the blade. The jewels kind of silently mocks you back at this point. It just feels wrong after hearing the story. So you now understand why Yarno was laughing. Like he just can't handle the irony. Like yeah.
You have to remember, justice is from the eye of the beholder, and technically, slaying you would be justice for
Really?
Marina's.
Would it be? Slaying
Marina.
an innocent. No, not innocent. I would correct that. I might not be that innocent, but defenseless person. Would that be
Justice
would that
is
be
justice.
a justice thing to do?
It's like I said, it's in the eye of the beholder, and
yeah, but
it's
there's
for-
Just stand in the doorway
ground
like
in this the definition, the very definition of justice, right? Or else, why would anyone seek for it? If
is
it's
a man
in
at the
separate
gallows
opinion?
not defenseless, just as defenseless?
Right
Or I
now?
guess the rehang people.
But I still have a chance to defend myself. Isn't that the right thing to do?
He's gotten me very confused at this point. I'm gonna put the extra weapon away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand in the doorway like, are you gonna fucking do this? Really? After we promised?
I'm gonna kind of peek my head in through the door, and after like checking out my compass, and be like, we should go. I mean, yeah, we should go right now.
Rivani is asking why. I don't see any rush in this. Like we handled him, right? And yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
we got his belongings. I mean, is there anything else you haven't told us? And Yaranos, like, at this moment, he kind of remembers, and he's like, yes, if you wish for further wealth, there is like some of the stash on the fountain side, which it's not the entrance you have entered, but I can show you guys. But this is all I have in my laboratory. And he points out at the work desk, the work table. So you see, like, there's some alchemy stuff that's laying on the table. Most of the material in the room is with no value, but there's three small bottles holds rare like reagents, mercury, dragon bale, and powder nightshade. They are worth 25 gold piece each to an alchemist. Yeah. And
is there anything here in the chest?
Like, he's you assume he's carrying most of his belongings when he's trying to escape. So yeah, nothing of value is currently in the wizard's bedroom.
At this point, I should be like running out of ink, so I'm gonna look around for just ink, just in general.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
there are inks on the table. After all, he's been writing down parchments and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can easily find ink in the room.
Right. I'm gonna collect whatever ink he has.
Yeah. You actually found another feather like pen like to write down things. So yeah.
Oh, I
that's
found
a
a nice
plus.
one. Do I know what kind of feather it is?
That's a swan. There's nothing of unusual. It's black
not like
though.
it's not like
it's
an owlbear.
unusual in like how difficult to find a black swan, but yeah. After all, it's nothing of magical use. It's just normal.
It's from a bird.
Yeah.
It's still
from a
something
bird.
interesting.
Yeah, it might interest you, but not everyone else. Yeah. So, would you guys wish to go for the fountain? What do you?
I mean,
We're
founding
here
me
on-
a kind of it like money, so yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if everybody else says, she'll follow the herd.
Well, and every red brand ruffian that we don't or that we leave alive is another one that can be terrorizing the town.
They're all dead. Just so you know, everyone in this cave, I assume, with no one else coming to my aid, is definitely dead. How,
If we see
there-
one, you'll call them off, right?
No, but I'll say this: like before you guys arrived, like about a day or two, uh, they they were they were spotted. Like he kind of at this moment he kind of realized he's probably disclosing too much information because you guys obviously haven't heard, so he's kind of wondering whether he should tell. But yeah, seeing your blade and all that kind of stuff, he eventually gives in and says, "Yeah, like you guys know, yeah, you guys probably here because of Rock Seeker Brothers. Am I correct?"
Sure. Let's say we are.
Yeah. So, my troops, the Red Brands, they found them like a few days ago on the outside of the town, like yeah, hiding in their camp. So yeah, they kind of took them by surprise and delivered them to Black Spider. So I don't know the details. That is why the bugbears sent me. That is why the Black Spider sent the bugbears. He wished to get his hands on the situation, and yeah, they're his messengers. Yeah, so. And at this moment, did you guys reach towards the water fountain? To the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna lead him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then
And I'm just gonna lecture him the whole time, like, I'm not mad at you, but I am so
pissed.
disappointed.
I'm not happy.
I'm not
And if I
happy.
hadn't promised not to kill you, I probably would have killed you.
But
So-
you did promise.
I did promise, and I will keep my promise. I am so mad at you right now.
By the way,
You're such a
the-
dick.
Nice.
is the compass pointing out this way? Where we came?
When you move towards this direction, it actually adjusts itself to that direction. So yeah,
Oh,
you assume that it's not pointing directly for one direction. It's just the vicinity out of this cave.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're assuming that it's calling you out. But now it dies down a little bit. It still leaves a mark on your, like, the canvas on the tattoo on your body. There appears to be a small pointy arrow, like that's just constantly there.
That kind of just that just
points
like
to-
seeing it
yes.
fade a little bit makes me a little bit restless. Like,
yes. Imagine Jack Sparrow's
Really?
campus, basically. So it's pointing to a certain direction, which you just don't know where
To the rum.
for now. Yeah, to the rum. Yeah, so
Pulls up rum, drinks
after
rum.
approaching the
Very nice.
fountain, you guys found first things first. You guys found extra 150 gold pieces. With a silk pouch containing 5 like small pearlings and like pearl dots, like that's worth about 10 gold pieces each, and like 15 gold pieces each. And then finally 1 pearl that seems to be worth 100 gold pieces each. I'm gonna put it in the loot and inventory. And after that, inside the pouch, there's still a potion of healing, 1 potion of healing, 1 potion of invisibility, and a clean set of clothing. Traveling, for traveling purposes. You assume that this is where Yarno gets its getaway gear, basically. So yeah, it's all in the inventory. You guys can check if you wish to. Yeah, but for the merchandise, like for the items that's it only says worth how much, you have to find a proper channel to sell them in order to get the gold. So basically you still don't get the gold yet. Yeah, you just get the items. And yeah, as you guys reach this entrance, which is now all revealed, you heard a loud foot stomping, like some troops coming this direction. It's not showing on the map, so I'm gonna just put it over here, from this direction. Which Yarno points out it's the upper floor of the Sleeping Giant Inn. So, what would you guys like to do with this one?
Well, look around, just see if there's anything interesting here.
Okay. Look around where? This part? This part?
The fountain area, this area.
Yeah, you just.
I'm gonna light my.
Okay. So nothing else.
My lantern
Because,
as usual.
He reaches out into Yarno reaches out into the fountain and grab all the loot you guys just recorded in your inventory. So that is everything that's left. So you don't see anything else.
What's in these casks?
They're just like normal provisions. That's nothing of like values. You can probably return them to the Lion's Gate merchant. It's not. I'll say this. It's not their merchandise. It's not their like inventories. But if you return this to the town, the townspeople will probably get a better use of it. But that's about it.
We can tell them it's down here.
Yeah. So do you wish to search this one or just the fountains?
I'll search around because
Okay.
there might be something
Thank you.
interesting.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So,
I can't search. I got blast staff on a leash
okay.
on a stick.
So
Keeping
you
my eyes on it
searched
too.
around it a little bit. You find this appears to be a storeroom pressed into service as a living quarter. 2 double bunks stand against the wall near the door, while barrels and crates fill the southern half of the chamber. But it's not of anything valuable. You think that this is where the Red Brands came out from. Yeah, they were sleeping and they heard like shoutings and yelling, so they ran out and tried to rescue their boss, but failed eventually.
Did I find anything interesting? Because that was mainly
Nothing
what I
of
was.
value, basically. Yeah, and you guys all get, I'll say this, you guys all get 100 points of experience. So currently, you are at.
How much if I kill glass staff?
Um,
No, just kidding.
Actually, it's 60 points. Sorry, my bad. Because for now, you haven't decided you decided to hand him over, but you haven't handed him over yet. So for now,
60.
it's 60 points. So that's 700.
720?
720.
Yeah, 720.
I did my math right this time.
I put it in the EXP, so you guys know. And as Suits were searching, and you guys are waiting patiently of whatever it is that's arriving,
I'm just
you
watching
see,
here.
you see. Hold on. Ding. Sildar, and old man that's seems to be about his similar age came out from the entrance.
Deckard Cain.
No. No.
I wave to Silver.
Yeah,
I see
so,
that Herodric cube.
the old man. Where is he? Hold on. Sorry. Let's see. All right. The old man appears to be kind of like a retired adventurer, like judging by his age. Like he has a fit, silver hair, like and like wrinkled face. But you can still tell that he seems more lively than Sildar. So you think it's because of his elvish lineage. You think he's an half elf because judging by how he's aging so well, he doesn't look that old. He's old, but he's not that old. And as they approach, Sildar was like, "Oh, thank God, you guys are still alive. We were worried. And sorry for not joining the battle sooner. But me and Darren, and he introduced you guys to Darren. Darren, I'm gonna post it on here. His name is Darren Adamath. He bows at you guys and says, Darren Adamath, at your service. And yeah, me and Darren were searching the outskirt, and we have some urgent news. The Rockseeker brothers, their camps were destroyed, and Sildar approached Hamura, like saying, "I'm sorry to tell you this, but Thardan was killed, and Thardan is one of your uncle, one of the three. He's called Thardan Rockseeker, and his body was found mutilated. I'm sorry to inform you this. I know this is a tough time.
I'm gonna turn to Mr. Albrecht.
Yeah, there were no sign of Gundren or Nundro. Judging by the trails they were left behind, we believe they were captured by Black Spider's minions. Sadly, the track has gone cold, so it's impossible to find out which way they went. My condolences. I'm truly sorry for your loss. Thardan was a strong dwarf and a caring fan.
He could be an asshole.
Yeah, but still,
as
he
with
doesn't
most
deserve
families.
this. And he turns around and sees he was like really eager to speak with Hamura, and he turns around and sees Yarno and says, "Wait, Yarno? You are the Glassstaff? I've been full for so long. He just suddenly realized what he missed, and he's like pretty upset with himself at this point. And he turns around and looks at you guys and says, I'm sorry for all the trouble he has brought to you guys, but can I have him under my custody? The court of lords will love to hear from him, from what he has done to this town. And I assure you, he will be brought to justice." So, would you guys like to hand him over to?
Yeah, but I'm giving him the judgiest look I can muster right now.
Okay.
Just like,
Don't worry, I'll be sure he won't escape like last time. You did that last time, didn't you? You covered your track. He turns around and talks to Yarno. You covered your track and let the scouts believe you were captured and taken. That was all you're doing. Yarno was like, kind of just don't talk at this point. He just either he's too tired or just doesn't care anymore. Yeah. So yeah, like Darren at this point speaks out to the group and says, so would it be a better scenery if we I wouldn't recommend staying longer here. We have much to discuss. A change of scenery will be nice. Maybe we can talk in the town's master's hall. I mean, the town should know about this.
Two things.
Okay.
I already have him on a leash. Could I keep him as pet?
I can handle the leash if you are.
Animal handling. So I can tame him.
Always animal handling. The one skill you never used. Or use it always.
Well, it's like the wolf all over again. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I look to Darren and I say, "Are we not going to have problems if we
Don't
walk
worry. Town's
blast
master's
out
hall.
on a leash?"
There's a prison in Town Master's Hall. I mean, we can just lock him up in there. He won't be able to escape.
Yeah, but we're gonna be entering the Sleeping Giants Inn with a guy on a.
Oh, don't
Leash.
worry about the inn. As we came down our way, the Rebrands are no longer there, which we assume you killed them all. Like he's kind of looks at you with kind of a approving look. Like, yeah, well done, a job well
It
done.
was all Hamura. She was just went beast mode and
Yeah, like
killed everybody. We had to, basically the rest of us just had to hold her back.
Sildar adds in, like, I believe every bronze arm proves their worth in the battlefield. Like, they are strong indeed.
Yeah, except that's not how it happened.
I
Okay.
kind of killed a lot of people.
Yeah. So
Killed a
you
lot
guys
more than
wish
me.
to move to the town at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we go?
Let's march them through.
Okay.
Right, let's
So you all enter the town at this point. Double your way back to the town. To one place you guys never really entered. The town master's hall. So yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull out the map for you guys.
I'm just gonna assume the compass is.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
pointing. The compass is right now is actually pointing towards the near. How should I put this? Hold on, let me get the proper location for you. Because I'm juggling with two browsers. I'm really sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Recording is a bitch. Yeah, so yeah. You are probably gonna find the arrow pointing towards this direction. This direction. You
Okay.
assume it's around this area of a house. But for now, it kind of shifts a little bit. It's just constantly in a shift that whenever you move towards this area, it just points. So you think it's around this spot, like.
Okay. And
yeah,
where is that in the area of where we're
yeah,
going,
it's
right?
in the area you guys are heading to. It's the Town Master's Hall, and the Town Master's Hall has a sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden floor, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on the board next to the front door is a notice written in common. It reads, "Reward: Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within." The notice bears the town seals and an indecipherable signature. Yeah. So, along the way, Darren explained the situation of Fendalen because you guys are not properly introduced by anyone. Fendalen has no functioning government, but rather a townsfolk elect. So someone to serve as townsmaster each year. The townmasters serve as both judge in minor disputes and also keeps any records that need to be kept. So it's like someone to just writes down everything. The current townmaster is a male human banker named Harbin Wester. In Darren's opinion, a fat, pumptious old fool, which is something you could like really bad, something really bad that come out from someone like Darren. Darren introduced himself as the town's sheriff and apologized for not being able to defend, to help fight the Red Brands because, as he was about to say, sorry, I wasn't able to be there. I was like hunting down like with Sildar before. So yeah, the Rockseeker, the Rocksea brothers, just has gone cold for quite some time. Their trails have gone cold for quite some time. We're like spent the last couple of days just trying to track them down. So yeah, sorry about that for not being able to be in town. But now that we arrived and we captured Glassstaff, I'm sure he's willing to cuff out more information, as one would describe. Did he share any information with you guys? I mean, anything would be helpful. Do you guys wish to tell him what he what Yarno
I
has been talking about?
I do. I don't know if anyone else does.
Okay.
I look at the mirror. I say it's your call. This is most pertinent to you.
I don't really
I
care,
wanna-
but
I want to ask him something, and judging from his response, whether or not we talk to him, and it's, at the moment, I'm actually very concerned. What kind of progress have you made at trying to find Brandon Smith?
Brandon? I mean, he's still in town. I mean, why would you seek him for? Like, he's last I recall, he's not being attacked. I mean, was he attacked when I was out of town? Yeah. So at this moment, he rang the bell. The bell tower rang in a loud noise, which you assume is like to gather the townsfolk, and you see like almost everyone just come out of their house and gather around with you guys. So in about 30 minutes, the whole town just starts to gather around and like kind of questioning and muttering why drag them from their daily routine. And like, why?
Crap, I didn't mean Brandon Smith.
Yeah, like, Harvey must have some important news. You see the townsfolk is just kind of in a casual way, just looks down at the townmaster. He's not really welcomed in this spot. It's like, yeah, always pulling us out. It's like how we can do anything about Wyventor. I mean, they're orcs. He should have gathered like actual help from the garrison, from God knows, Neverwinter. Like, it's not our business to mess with the orcs. So it's like, yeah. And finally, you see a fat, like, as what Darren described, a fat preposterous old fool just came out saying, "Hold on, quiet down. We have an urgent matter today. Darren has brought these great adventures to our town," and yeah, you notice that he's not really understanding the situation. He just he's trying to talk his way out of it. So he's like, give Darren a chance to speak. Yes. And Darren's like, all right, folks, I'm glad to inform you guys that the Rebrands will no longer be a problem, because these brave adventurers took them out and captured their leader, the wizard known as the Glassstaff. Let's just give them a round of applause, and everyone just started, yay! Thank you guys. You guys see they're genuinely excited for you guys taking care of this menace, like for the town. It's like, thank you. You just see townspeople just reach out and shake your hand, and then like really sincere gestures, like thank you so much. We can repay the debt. Like, yeah. So it's starting to get a little bit messy, but yeah. After a while, the voice calms down, like saying, just the townmaster says, "Oh, just treat them with our hospitality and show them what Vandalen's folks can do for their lifesavers." Yes, but no one gives a damn about the townmaster. They're just like, yeah, of course we'll do that. Just go. And yeah, at this moment, actually, Suits was approached by a kind of a halfling in her mid 45, you assume, like yeah. So she approaches you and says, hi, actually she approaches you and Tolly as well at the same time. So she's like, you guys must be the warrior, that saved us. Greetings, I'm Krillin Elderleaf. You might know me as Carp's mother. Yeah, thank you for saving Myrna and Nat. Also for not letting Carp get into a situation that's way over his head. Yeah. The town owes you guys a great deal, really. And I, for one, is willing to help in any way I can to return the favor. You see her stands, though short, she stands proud, like saying, "No, not to brag, but I know pretty much everything and every place in this area. So if you ever want to find a certain location, I mean, I'm the one to call. Or if you ever want to find someone, yeah, come talk to me. Yeah, thank you so much for what you did." And like she points where she lives. It's actually just across the town hall, so it's like it's not far. Like you can find me there anytime. Yeah. She just shakes her hand and starts to walk away.
I thank her and just go, "You have a brave son. You raised him well. I appreciate the offer."
Okay. Yeah.
You will be sure to come and visit you at some point.
Yeah.
For your guidance.
Of course. I'll leave you guys to more urgent matters for now. Yeah. And she walks away. So, Viking, were you gonna ask something? Sorry, to Darren? Darren actually motions you at this point. To the
Sorry, I meant to ask him about not the smith, but the sleeping giant inn's owner.
Oh, you guys found him. He's already.
You mean the dead guy?
Yeah, but he doesn't know that though.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Like, because he was out of town, he was like dealing with the Rockseeker incident, so he's like not really have the time. So
did he ever look for them? Like, did he have any clues?
Like
or
I'm
thinking
just heard the news. He after hearing this, he's like, really?
I was just wondering whether or not he was on somebody's payroll.
Oh, okay. You want to insight check him to see if he's
pretty much.
He's absent as not off accident.
Yeah.
So go ahead, roll for insight check.
Bummer.
He's sincere as fuck. No, no, just saying. But
Fair enough.
Yeah.
For quite frankly, from what you guys can tell, how townspeople react to Darren and how Sildar looks out to him. So this is some guy with a reputation that's been uptold for a long time. So yeah, you guys, he's been keeping a good reputation in this town so far. So you don't think there's any reason to doubt him in any way. And like the incident, the timeline actually matches with what Yarno told you guys about how far ago they captured the Rockseeker brothers and delivered them. So yeah, the timeline matches. So there's no obvious reason to suspect him.
I'm far more inclined to disclose information that class staff has told us. I take it I still don't have him on a leash.
No, he's already behind bars. Like when you guys reach the townmaster's hall, the first thing Sildar does was like just throw him to jail and lock the door.
I'm gonna take my javelin back and everything.
Yeah, definitely. You like Sildar actually put it out. Like he's like, good method, but isn't it a bit extreme to torture? But anyway, like I believe he deserves everything he got.
It's not torture when he can disappear at the blink of an eye.
Oh, really? Now that there's something more to discuss with him. Because he never shows any of this ability before, so yeah, Sildar's like quite curious. So as you were talking to Darren and inside check him, he actually is checking you back, and he pulls you to the side, avoiding your like groups, and says this: "You have showed this old man. Thank you for the news of how the poor Eomar has ended. I'm grateful for you rescuing his wife and daughter. You have shown this great old man quite the courage taking on those thugs. I wonder if you are willing to make it a lifelong task to protect and serve. I can tell something from the past still haunts you, like a relentless ghost. However, the Order used faith in its stance against evil. And perhaps that's just what you need. He smiles. Of course. The helping hands of justice are always on the way. So, what would you say? He's basically asking you to join the Order, of which he hasn't disclosed the name yet.
The Order.
Yes.
Who did he say this to? I thought you said Suits.
Yeah, no, Darren.
No.
Darren saying this to Viking, like basically. He's
Oh,
saying
okay.
this to you. Yeah, he pulls you
Oh,
to the side.
I was
And I was just like trying to, like, he was talking to Tali, trying to figure out, like, should we go? Should we go?
Go that way or this way?
Oh no, it's kind of like a shopping moment for.
Yeah, I've got like a
Like,
list of people that I want to find.
Yeah.
And she's like, and
Give a
and
full
Lexus
bag
is
of
like,
holding
well, we
dog.
have these we have to do, and
Yeah.
other things.
I ask, like, kind of defensively, and what exactly order are you
Well, the Order of the Gauntlet, of course. No.
gauntlet?
Yeah, the Order of the Gauntlet.
Can I
Yeah, roll
do like
for a
a-
history check or intelligence, just anything to check for
Oh.
you know. Religious is one thing to do it. You can roll for history as
they're
well.
all -1, so they're all
Yeah,
the
you
same.
can roll. I mean, you can roll again for history in a different check if you wish to. And 10 is actually what you need. It's not. It's not something of a secret. If it's some other group, it's probably required higher like check. But the Order of the Gauntlet is a quite popular group in the north area of Neverwinter, as well as the Sword Coast, along the Sword Coast. So yeah, I'm gonna send you the faction list. Where's the faction list? Where's the faction list?
Does it not send like red flags up?
Hmm?
Why, like normally, I'm guessing a paladin doesn't really get offers to join other religious denominations.
It's more like a faction. The Order of the Gauntlet consists of not only a certain deity worshippers, but a bunch, like a lot of.
It's like a
different-
guild.
Yeah, so
It's like an organization
yes, it's like
Okay.
an organization with,
rather than like a temple.
yeah, a lot of faction involved. So as you know from your history check, the Order of the Gauntlet is a devout and vigilant group that seeks to protect others from its predations of evildoers. So the Order is always vigilant, ready to smite evil, enforce justice, and enact retribution against anyone who try to sabotage or harm the others.
Can I do, like, I don't know what kind of check this would be, maybe a religion? Was, like, is there any primary gods that fall under, like, basically what I'm trying to see is whether or not my character would know if the tier deity would fall under the Order of the Gauntlet.
You don't even need checks for that because they are like the Order of the Gauntlet is not focused on tier. They are tier worshippers in the Order of the Gauntlet, but the Order is a huge like faction. So there are worshippers from tier. There are worshippers from Helm. There are even worshippers from Kelvmore. Like, so it consists of various people who worship different deities, but they all come together just to protect and serve, basically. But normally, the one who was invited to join the Order of the Gauntlet are not from evil alignment, basically. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
with Merkel, you are.
well, he
not
doesn't know
sure.
that, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know. Like, as long as you don't show the holy symbol or like disclose your identities, no one will know you're worshiping Merkel. At least, like, not directly, not on first glance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah. So, what are the benefits in character? I'm like, so why would I join your faction? What's the purpose of it? Why? I
Oh,
understand
you
it's
mean-
to defeat evil, but
Yeah,
I can do that on my own.
yeah,
So,
but like when evil gets too powerful, you'll need a trusty ally to support you. So, in characters, like in mechanically speaking, you don't get any perks from joining the faction. However, in roleplay stance, as long as you join a faction, whenever you enter a town with certain factions that resides in there, you can go ask for their help or seek for more information to help you aid your quest.
am I obligated to help the faction?
No, not really. You can say I joined the faction, but don't directly do any of their like biddings. The factions, unless they're like certain evil groups that demand you to return their favors, all the other factions are simply offering you a choice to join, and maybe there's job offering, maybe there's a simple task you can go proceed on that, but they're just offers. They're nothing to strictly enforce on you, basically.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell him that he's a member of the faction, so
Yes.
I'm curious to know how they do in a fight. I have a small task that I need to do, and whether or not he's be willing to
Join you?
join me.
Indeed. Like, for now, I don't see any urgent matter that hinders me back in town. Like, I mean, you guys deal with the red brands, which I'm really grateful for that. It also liberates me from my current duty as a sheriff. However, I need to remind you that I'm of an old man, so I'm willing to accompany you along your way of travels. But yeah,
I'm thinking on a side note. I'm thinking about the Banshee
yeah,
quest because it doesn't actually mean fighting, but it does let me judge what his reaction is and
so
whether or not he's gonna.
What you can tell, he's happy to join you, but he's a person who's like of certain age. He actually introduced himself. He actually reveals a bit of his background story, which all of you can hear at this point. He's like, I used to be an adventurer, as you can see, until I took an arrow to the knee. Until I took an arrow to the knee. It's actually what he said.
Which means he got married.
Yeah. No.
Well, no, that's actually what it means in.
Yeah, I know. In Skyrim. Yeah, but yeah, I've been a fighter as well as a hero for many years, traveling through the Dragon's Coast, far to the southeast, and like, yeah, like Neverwinter. I used to live there, but I seek to help people. That's why I choose to come settle down in Fandalen. Like, he actually points out his orchard, like where he's currently staying. Like, there's that. You see that little cottage beside the apple orchard. That's where I live. So yeah, I'm willing to join you for the one last travel if you ever need me. But yeah.
So
you kind of listen and notice that he's from what it describes, he's over 100 years old. So for a half elf, that is old. He's of age, so yeah, just don't expect. He can probably handle the bandits, but don't expect him to kill a dragon for you. This is way beyond him. Yeah.
This task is not overly difficult. I basically need to have a chat with somebody and do a small exchange. Nothing illegal, mind you, but it's
Of
one of
course.
those. You shouldn't have to bloody yourself
Of course. Of course.
in the process.
Definitely. Then I'll be happy to join. Like, yeah. Would you care to share more details on what this task is? I might be of service in other ways. Like, maybe I know where it locates if you tell me where it is. So,
I have in my notes.
yeah.
Hiding
So
in a
you
nearby vicinity.
basically
I know
tell
where it
him-
is.
Yeah, you basically tell him it's the banshee called Agatha. And as the moment you mention the name of Agatha, he's like, ah, yes. I assume Sister Gabriel put you onto this task. She's been asking for this information for quite some time. Every town folks know, just we never have. It's too hard to ask normal farmers to walk up to a banshee, right? So, yeah. Agatha can be reasonable. Like she's been quiet. She's not harming anyone. Even Crownsberry, it's even Cornyberry. Sorry, Cornyberry. The fall of Cornyberry is not her fault. Like it's just circumstances. Yeah, she still resides, and I know the exact location. Sister Gabriel shared with us like a long time ago. So, yeah. I'm happy to point it out on the map and happy to lead you that way if you don't know the trail. So, yeah.
Great. Then we can discuss the order along the way.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about this on the way. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small pin with a symbol of the gauntlet clutching onto a sword and hand it over to you. Says, with my authority, I grant you the title of Chival. Welcome to the Order of the Gauntlet. Yeah.
None of us
Thank
see
you.
this, right?
Yeah, you guys sees them talking, but you don't. If you don't eavesdrop, you don't know what is happening.
I'm just assuming we're looking
Yeah.
for a place to go sell stuff.
Yeah. And
He was impressed by my not work on
I'm at the
like
bar.
the leash. Like that's what really made him.
So when they're talking, Tali actually also gets a side way from Halia. So yeah, the townspeople are cheering, and you see Halia just walks around and kind of waves you and motions you over. So yeah, do you wish to approach her? Okay, so like she's as fiery and ambitious looking as usual, normal Halia, and yeah, she kind of talks to you about something that you've been searching for. So she says, like, would you be willing to accept this private meeting? Like, just outside of town, no one else, no prying eyes watching. Just take a walk with me.
If like now or at
Yeah,
a later
definitely
date?
now. What better times than to avoid those peasants?
At a privacy in the middle of a
little
crowd.
privacy is always good. Yeah. So, do you wish to
Why
follow
not?
her?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I insight her before I go?
Yeah, go ahead. Insight check. So yeah. Insight. Oh, I don't see anything.
It's coming.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't seem to try to do any harm to you if that's what you're like looking
Yeah,
for.
just in case.
Yeah. So yeah.
Be too
And
careful.
along the way, when you're finally on the outskirt of the town, which is approximately this area, because everyone's cheering and in the town, so approximately in this area, he starts talking about something. She says, "Dexterous hands and crafty minds are the exact features we seek, and that is what I see in you. That's why, after some considerations, I decided to invite you to join the fold and become an agent of Zentaria." She smiles. "I can assure you this. It is an opportunity of a lifetime." with much to profit.
Much profit, true, but I already have one family. I'm not so sure about signing on with another.
Yeah. I wonder
What?
if you know, but the markings. You were actually trained by Zentarian. Did you not know that?
None. It was never.
Who's your trainer? Care to share his or her name?
Yes, I do, and I read it in my backstory and my memories.
Don't worry.
Mm. Yeah, no,
I have like
I've got
addition backstory. I have like
Oh,
names. Like,
Lavinia?
Lavinia, yes, a lovely halfling lady.
Yeah. Me and Lavinia goes way back. I'm trusting she's not disclosing our organization for a good reason. As they all know, anyone who secretly disclose our existence will be punished severely. However, this is none of your concern. I've examined your skills and you've been quite well trained. And you definitely know your way around a fight. That is some quality feature, quality stuff we seek in joining, in becoming an agent.
I'm on the move at the moment quite a lot. Would I need to stay anywhere, stick? I don't want to tie myself down.
That's the beauty of it. Becoming an agent grants you the convenience of like our network, but not really anything attached to it. You see, like it's all about common profit, like the stuff we can do together. Joining, it's just a gesture of saying you're willing to. So
And I'm assuming once I'm in, leaving is not an option.
So is that a no? I mean, it's all fine. It's your decision if you're willing.
My family comes from this organization. I trust you. It is a big choice to make, though. Am I allowed to defer my decision?
Definitely. Just don't take too much time. You know, I won't be in town for about 2 days, so yeah. It's hard to find someone to introduce you to the whole, so I would recommend think fast.
Of course.
And she waves, and she kind of turns around. Before she leaves, she kind of turns around and says, "Oh, and something of a reminder. If you are ever like willing to contact me, I'll leave a marking for your silver raven, so you can always find the way to me." And to your surprise, she actually pulls out your silver figurine on her hand and hands it over to you. Yes, and if you search yourself, you'll notice that she actually sleight of hand. She just
Grifted it.
Yeah, grifted.
Sneaky bugger.
Yeah, skills there, skills.
Yeah, man. I just look at it and go, it seems I still have much to learn.
Yes. So, join us, receive further training, become an agent. How cool is that? Yeah, and
We
like
have a few things to sell. I might be back.
She kind of says, but I would say, like, your mark, the one you asked us to seek, has been spotted near the general vicinity of Thunder Tree Ruins. So yeah, and word of advice before I leave: stay away from your Asmire friend, for there's a bounty on his head. Cheers. And she just walks into the shadow and disappears.
Okay, I kind of distractedly make my way back to the group, just holding my pendant.
Okay.
Thinking.
Yep.
I'm gonna wander off and kind of follow the compass and see where it points.
To your surprises, the compass actually leads you to Quelling's, where Carp's mother was talking. with telling you about. So where she lives. Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, as you approach, she's actually doing some chores outside of the house. She said, "Oh, back so soon? May I be of any service?"
Hmm. I guess so. It seems like my God it seems like the divine has shown me to your door.
The divines. I wonder what that could be. I mean, if you're asking for locations, I mean, you can always come to me. But divine, that's not really my territory. I mean,
Well, well, my divine, it deals with knowledge and in the secret things.
oh, if you seek for knowledge, I mean, she kind of blushed for a little bit for unable to provide you with certain aid, but she quickly remembers something and says, "If you're searching for secret, hidden information, it will be Riddle. He's an old friend of mine and a protector of the land. He currently lives near the ruins of Thunder Tree. I can draw you a map." And
Oh, sure.
yeah,
What was his
as
name?
you know, Riddle, and she's talking about. She described him as a white-bearded old man druid, human druid, who doesn't use two words when one word do. So he's like, he's a quiet fella. Just tell him Quillen sent you, and he'll know. Like,
Okay.
he'll be happy to help you. And
Thank you
your
very much.
mark actually dies down at this point after hearing that and seeing the map.
Thank you very much. You were a great help.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay, and I walk off.
And at this moment, that will be the end of Suits. Homeran, seeing your friends being approached by, like, Darren and Tully's gone and Suits gone, you're just wandering around the town, seeing everything, just trying to digest the sad news that happened to you. And at this moment, Sildar actually tags along and says, "I know this seems like a wrong time, but would you be willing to join our cause? I mean, with as you know, the Lord's Alliance is the group I serve for, and with the resource we have, we can better gather information on Rockseeker Brothers' whereabouts. I mean, even to an extent to arrange a proper rescue once we found the location." I won't lie, he kind of embarrassed for approaching you at such an inconvenient time, but he says, "I won't lie, I have asked Gundren about this, but he just laughs me off. However, times like this, we need every help we can get. If the lost mine is indeed recovered, the Lord's Alliance can arrange a proper transport route to ensure it benefits both sides." He sighs a little bit and continues, I know the office seems impure, but with what you and your clan represent, we can even try to establish a proper channel to your relatives in Citadel Edbar. As you recall, it's the city ruled by dwarves and they just being kept to themselves. And yeah, that is where your clan originated from. So the clan Bronze Arm originated from Edbar, but they just relocate with the Rockseeker brothers to another location. So yeah. And he's like, it's entirely up to you. Like I said, and I will continue the effort of rescuing them, whether or not you accept it. It's just I won't be able to ask for more resource, like pour into this manner from the Alliance. So, yeah, he's embarrassed for asking you. At this moment, he's just like, yeah.
So are you asking me because of who I am?
Both, what you represent and who you are. I'm really sorry if it ever seems like the motive seems impure.
What would you need from me?
Nothing. That's the beauty of this. I need something to tell the lords that the dwarves are siding with us. You are a symbol.
I only speak for myself.
I know, but they don't. That's why. I know it's sad. It's politics. It's sad, but that's just how things works. Without someone that could represent the dwarves, even well, like in now, especially circumstances now, with Rockseeker Brothers with Gundren being captured, there's no one to convince the lords that this matter is worth pursuing. Like me myself, I'm willing to die for them, but I can't force the Lord to think the way I think. But if you join us, I mean, that will be something I can tell them. That will be something I can say, that the dwarves are aligned with us.
Fine.
It's really up to you. I won't force this decision onto you.
Fine. I'm joining your cause.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for understanding. He's just like really excited to bring you to the fold. And he reaches out a pen. It's always a pen. He reaches out a pen with a jewel, a symbol of jeweled crown on it, saying, by the authority of the lords, I grant you the. It's just ceremony, but it's something they look for. The title of cloak. Yep. So, yeah, I will report this to the court as soon as possible, and I will usher the process of informations and everything we need. If you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. And he rushes off to the distance. Just bolt. Yep.
I need a drink.
Yeah, you all need a drink, and you all need to sell your stuff to get more gold, and that will be where we stop our session. Yay!
Do we earn anything? Any experience?
You earned a lot. So you, like I said, you delivered Glassstaff to proper custody. So you each get 80 points of experience. So you are now at 800 total. Just a fun fact. If you guys killed him, you'll get half experience.
That's cruel that we're only 800.
We're that close.
I'm like, it's so close.
Yeah.
Everything changes. Everything.
Yeah, but imagine this. When you approach Agatha, you'll probably get some more experience for achieving the task and all that. So maybe you'll level up by then. But for now, we're still a little bit far away from leveling up. I didn't expect to like have the full dialogue. Like I written them all like from the past few days. I was having a freaking busy week. So yeah, I wrote most of the dialogue from Friday and yesterday night. So it's like I need to pump this out. You guys all need something, and yeah.
You did great.
And I
loved it.
managed to speak all of them. That's amazing.
Oh my god, you got approached by the Zentarum.
Yeah, like
Also, I'm
to
fairly.
your,
Isn't it?
for
swear
Tully's
I thought-
knowledge, the Zentarium are just an organization her family grows up into. But little does she know, the Zentarians are not exactly an evil group per se, but they
They're not the most
are
noble of folk.
a powerful organization that seeks to
Mm.
exert secrets control over the North through wealth and influence.
Yeah.
I love
So
that
she
Suits
just-
like was just not even approached by anyone because he's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, but like at this moment,
like most of the organizations like strive on secrecy or being good, and I'm like, he's none of those.
yeah, but who knows?
I'm like, I don't
what
like
the
keeping
mark will lead
secrets.
you. Who knows?
Yeah.
So I post the factions for you to read.
Red wizards.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's fine. You will encounter them soon enough.
I'm gonna plead.
Because that's
as I know.
that's actually Ravani's part. If you guys are interested, Yarno actually like reveals that Thaudius Black is actually a red wizard. So yeah, that's between like them. So yeah, you guys don't.
I'm very glad I had that spell book.
Learn
You
to
have
share.
you have no idea what you have given me and what I have planned.
Oh boy.
We'll see. We'll see.
The amount of power you have just given me once I reach level 3.
Yeah, we'll see. But keep that in mind.
It's
You can only
surprising.
learn spells that are in your category. So as
Well,
long as it
with
says it's warlock spells, you can learn from them. But if it
Well-
says only wizard spells, you can't. It's just how class restriction goes.
what I was planning on doing was doing the ones I'm gonna get the Pact of the Tome
Mm-hmm.
and doing Book of Ancient Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I actually finally decided on that.
Nice.
And I'll read you what Book of Ancient Secrets says once I
don't
find it.
worry. I played warlocks before. I know what it says. You get ritual spells and all that kind of stuff. You get
From
to
any
inscribe them.
class spell list.
However, I will ask you to pay the amount you need to inscribe into your Book of Shadows.
Oh yeah, I totally will.
Yeah.
Like it's
And for
totally.
now, you don't have enough.
I don't have the Book of Shadows.
No, you don't have. Not only you don't have the Book of Shadows, you don't have enough money to inscribe them.
I know. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll have
You'll
I'll
get
have
it
enough for
later.
like one.
Yeah, you'll get it
Maybe.
later.
Once we sell all of our stuff and we get our
Yes.
shares.
You will, but that's
I
after
will.
you sell the stuff. For now,
So I'm reading.
I know so much. Gave me
I'm
so
reading
many-
about
you gave me
the.
so many spells.
Yeah.
You gave me like 3 spells.
I'm reading
2 of
about
which
the
I was gonna
order,
use
Uh-huh.
or initially.
Okay.
and there's different ranks, but it doesn't actually say what a rank is. Does that mean I can just boss people around?
Most likely it's how much information they can approach, like they can receive. Like the higher the ranking, the more intels you can gather, the more resources you can deploy. That's just how it goes. Like they don't
Essentially what your clearance is.
with the Order of Alliance and the Order of the Gauntlet and the Lord of Alliance, they're more like a free group. They are certain troops that are within their command, but with adventurers like you, they don't enforce their will on you. Like I was saying, you approach a job, you approach them on your free will. Whether or not you're gonna follow their code, it's entirely up to you. But remind you this: if you do anything that deviates what they represents, you might get revoked from what you get. Like, they might say, "I'll just cancel your membership," that kind of stuff.
Well, I read 2 different websites, and one of them says something different than the other. One of them
I'm
says
gonna send
that-
you the website that I think it has the proper explanation. You guys can all check. This is the Forgotten Realms Wikipedia. Yeah, you can find all other factions in there. So yeah, just go
It's
Yeah.
also on the Sword Coast or Sword Adventures or Sword Coast Adventures Guide.
Mhm.
If you can find a PDF of that, it has it on there.
But
was
this
reading
site is short
that
and
one.
sweet, so yeah, that's why I'm using it.
One of the differences was the Forgotten Realms wiki says something about it would never preemptively attack an opponent.
Yeah, the
Whereas
organization
other ones-
won't, but as a person, you can.
Yeah, like the other one basically says their goals are be armed and vigilant against evil, identify evil threats such as secretive power groups and inherent evil creatures, enforce justice, enact
Yeah.
retribution against evil actions.
Mhm.
Do not. It does say do not strike it preemptively.
Yeah. So they believe that justice needs to be served, but they don't attack without proper cause.
Punishing an evil act is just. Punishing an evil thought is not.
Yes, that's how it works.
The brothels are still on the table. Okay, good to know.
They're only humans, okay? Oh, well, not most of them are humans.
I'm not
but
human. Don't you
You
judge
get
me.
the gist. You get the
I'm not
gist.
human either.
It's
How
hard to
dare
find a feline prostitute. It's hard. Just saying. If you're ever looking for one.
I kind of remember
Hold-
what I decided about that for him, anyways.
He
I would've-
holds a very special spot for strays when we go into large cities.
Mm-hmm.
That actually that'd be funny for your character. You just like spend most of the night going and trying to track down stray cats, feeding them.
Oh my god.
I was feeding cats. That'd be
Like an
hilarious.
old lady feeding cats.
Crazy cat lady.
Yes.
That's a cat.
I've added a new quirk to my character that I have to figure out how to roleplay it eventually.
Yeah.
I'll let
Look
people
forward
know.
to all your role
I'm
plays.
gonna add quirks and
Yeah.
or maybe take them away as it becomes pertinent.
Okay, I need to write some of this stuff down because I'm thinking, okay, your race is what, Tabaxi?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, a Tabaxi druid that's like a crazy cat lady, and when you go into cities, they like gather the cats, and then the only thing you'll summon with like conjure animal is just a swarm of cats.
yeah.
A swarm of cats.
Cat lady. And
So yeah.
Everything just smells of cat piss.
Man.
The faint scent of cats. So I'm gonna put it. Don't worry. You guys know what? You can put into the list I prepared for you guys. So I'm gonna show you guys. Where is my list? Oh.
Is it safe to assume that we've had a long rest?
Not yet. Like you can start from the next session. You will get the long rest, but I end.
Yeah, for next
okay.
session,
Yes.
we've had a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, if you had to swap out spells or anything,
Yeah.
if you're that class, then
Mhm.
gives us
Do
time
that
to do it.
in between the weeks. So yeah. So
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it when we start the game. Okay. So you guys should all see the quest list right now, right?
Yeah.
It's in the treasure folder.
as long as we didn't actually exit out, just to keep.
Yeah, so any one of you can edit it. I already put the side quest where you received from before, and you can put into more details how you see fit. I'm just gonna stay out of it and let you guys finish it. Yeah.
Okay. So, by the way, based off of everything that was valued, as far as I've added up, actually, add another thing. We have about 585 gold worth of stuff to sell.
Yeah.
Not in gold, actually. 430.
Yeah, about that. To your
Five,
knowledge, probably half of the stuff can be sold in this town. But
Be sold.
yeah, but the Lionsgate is not because Vandalen is
Oh.
not as big as before. So that's about the maximum. The half is about the maximum amount where they can digest. So you'll
Did we-
probably have to sell them on another place for.
We
Yeah.
never returned the goods to the Lion's Gate, did we?
I think I did.
Yeah, Tully did.
That's what I meant. How
She returned the caravan to the Lionsgate.
Okay.
Yeah. the provisions is in, like, I know it's a little bit blur-ish, but yeah, I'm just assuming she returned everything to the Lionsgate, so you don't have to do it again.
Okay, so and
Yeah, you guys already received the gold. Like the first 10
Okay.
gold pieces is from the Lionsgate, and the
Mhm.
second part, the other 10 is from Sildar, who rewards you of the contract. Yeah.
oh, okay.
So yeah,
Um,
you should be seeing other people.
As to play with to my character,
Mhm.
it's not really all that critical or anything, but I'm gonna ask Hamora if I could borrow the bag of holding and go seek out the dead guy's wife so we can bury the body between the week. You know what I mean? Go dig a grave, that kind of stuff.
That will be next session stuff, but yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can write that into the quest list. Buried
Yeah.
buried
That's why I provide them for you, so you
buried dead wife's husband. Go find Raymond or
Reno.
It's just that would be something my
Radolf.
character
Riddle.
would do.
Right off.
So even if we want to do it outside of like RPing and everything, it's just playing to the character.
Yeah, that's what I prefer. If you guys would willing to RP a little bit, yep, which is awesome. Thanks, guys. I guess that'll be the end of today's session. So yeah, I'm gonna just pop out and have fun. See you guys later.